Are we live? I do believe so. Hey, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in to Game Therapy /1000 Worlds, where this week I'm getting my Christmas present early. I'm going to give it to a player today, which is fantastic. And we have the amazing Judge Marzio Muscedere is going to run his holiday adventure. Marzio, thank you so much for coming and being on the show.
Hey, thank you for having me. This is going to be great.
Mm-hmm. We also have Mighty Matt. It's going to be tuning in.
Oh, Brendan.
The Desert Yeti, which, I mean, come on. How's that for a score? And of course, as always, rock and roll Tim DeShane, my hetero life mate. Going full Santa. What up? It's full Santa, baby.
Hail.
I had a Santa hat on too, but it was too hot. I had to take it off. I was going to expire. So, but thank you so much, Marzio. Thank you so much for being on the show tonight. Tell us about your adventure.
All right. Well, we're going to be playing the new Goodman Games Holiday Adventure, this year's 2020 adventure of the Doom that came to Christmastown. I'm especially excited because I get to play with a bunch of people I have never played with before. A real life Yeti, Matt, Control Z Matt, I believe, and of course a true Mandalorian in Tim. And once again, I draw Brendan on the opposite side of the screen. So there's a lot of payback to be had here. Brendan is the only person I've gamed with here today.
Yeah.
So I don't know, spoilers, I guess, is the other thing I got to say. If you're going to play this, there's going to be some things revealed, like all of it. So have fun. Anyway, with that, I'll jump into the adventure and then I'll give you an opportunity at some point in there to describe your characters. All right. So just bear with me as I do a little bit of background stuff. Are we cool?
Very much.
All right, here we go. So this adventure takes place deep in the frozen north, in the joyful village of Christmastown. In the center of this village looms a majestic pine of old, and resting atop it is a strange strawberry-shaped gemstone tree topper known as the Yule light. For time uncounted, this light has been a symbol of peace and hope in the world. It swirls with endless shifting colors and emits a warm golden light. Yet despite this festive time of year, no bells sound in the village, no choirs echo, and the citizens of Christmastown shelter in their home, clutching each other in mounting dread. For the Yule light is dying. It grows dim and dark with each day, a green, putrid light suffused in its center. Worse still, Lord Claus, the patron of the North, has fallen ill and languishes in his castle, while his trusted champions, Yukon of Cornelius, the dwarven mining prospector, Rudolph the Red, and the wise dentalmancer Hermie have all gone missing, and they're nowhere to be found. And if that wasn't bad enough, starting a couple of days ago, a strange wind has begun to blow from beyond the polar wastes, and this wind carries a sour, sweet stench with it. You guys, being either citizens or friends to Christmastown, I've kind of put two and two together, and these things all are happening at the same time. So you gather at Santa's castle, determined to help any way you can. So I'm going to start the adventure by showing you this. The adventure begins. Did you guys get that at all? Okay. The adventure begins in the first castle on the left. In fact, the only castle on the left. So you guys surround. You're inside Lord Santa's grand bedchamber. He struggles upon his cushioned divan, beads of sweat glistening on his pallid skin. His fingers twist the crushed velvet fabric of his great red suit. Yet no blade has pierced him, no poison lurks in his cinnamon eggnog. And despite Mrs. Claus' desperate pleas over the last few months of eat, Papa, eat, his veins stand out like green cords on his temples, and his once corpulent form lies haggard and emaciated. With ashen lips, he beckons you closer and he speaks. I thank you all for coming, he gasps. The Yule light is dying, and I with it. Aid me, for I fear a great evil has awakened that seeks to snuff out the light that binds me to this realm. Should the Yule light, the very spirit of Christmas, go out, then only darkness can remain, and I will never be. Even now, as the Yule light dims, evil has begun to creep back into the silent places of the world. And he starts coughing. He's racked with convulsions. My trusted champions, Yukon of Cornelius, Rudolph the Red, and the dentalmancer Hermie have all gone missing. They're lost somewhere in the north. Find them. They may be able to help you save the Yule light and bring peace and hope back to the realm. You are our only hope. And then he kind of looks even graver a little bit, and his vision, you can see his vision starts to kind of swirl. His eyes start to unfocus. He says, "The sour, sweet winds have risen, which can only mean one thing. The Grinch has awoken. Seek out the Grinch's lair, and always remember the true spirit of Christmas lies within your," and he does this, 1920 silent movie. Oh, and he passes out. He passes out on the bed, leaving you around him. And I guess this is a great opportunity to introduce your characters. Who's around Santa's bed when this happens? We'll start with Keith. Go ahead. The Yeti.
Weirdly, for being inside a castle, there's a reindeer standing there, kind of towering over Santa's bed. His head bowed, antlers extended, and in a gesture of sorrow. But he can't help looking sideways around the chamber because he usually stays in a stable. This is really weird being inside. But he's prepared to help Santa, and his high school buddy Rudolph the Red is missing also, and that's his alternate reason for wanting to make sure that the Yule light is relit, is also discover the fate of Rudolph.
Brendan?
Well, of course, I am the courier who delivers mail to Santa, and my name is SD Kluger. SD short for special delivery, and I'm heartbroken to see Santa. I know how much love the world has for him as I've been delivering his mail for untold years, and all I want to do is help and get him back on his feet, and do what I can to restore the Yule light.
Tim?
Yes. So I am in front of Santa, very friendly, but usually yelling at the elves, boss elf. And my, in Santa's presence voice is much different. It's much more of a, "Oh no, Santa. They'll get them to help you. And Hermie, we need to get him back to elf practice."
Matt?
Very cool. I am, my character's name is Winter. I have a bad reputation in town. A lot of people think that I'm kind of mean-spirited and cold-hearted, but that nothing could be further from the truth. I've turned the corner, became Santa's best friend, and I'm now the official lamplighter in town. And I too am more than pleased to be part of this group. We're going to set this right. We're going to find the light. We're going to give the Grinch what he deserves, and I'm ready to go.
All right. So just so all of you know, there is starting information on each of your character sheets. So either it'll be in the bio section of your character sheet or under the background section. There's a little bit of information that might help you on the adventure that you might want to share with each other, or like a clue or whatnot. So I'm going to switch the map here, and you guys are ready to set off into the frozen north to hopefully find the missing champions and the reason for the Yule lights dimming.
Gorgeous. Hey, before we roll any further, thanks to Implord66 for subscribing. Thank you very much. We totally appreciate you, and thank you for being part of the Game Therapy 1000 Worlds crew.
Sweet.
All right, now let's go save Santa.
All right. So,
Yeah, so once we're out of Santa's presence, I'll look at these guys and be like, "Hermie, he was supposed to be helping out King Moonracer. Said he had something about a sore tooth. I haven't seen him in about a week, though, that poor guy."
I just think that we need to get moving. I think that we probably ought to, make our way to the north and see what's going on there. It seems like there's something bad coming from up there. And, something might have happened to Rudolph, and he's the guy that I depend on to, well, honestly, take all my tests and ace my scores, because I'm not real good at that kind of stuff.
Well, if you went up north, there's an ancient forest of silver and gold somewhere up there. There's a king's ransom of riches dangling from its heavy boughs, and I have heard that a wise oracle dwells somewhere within.
And while I'm not against going north, I think a trip east might make sense, because my old abandoned tower may still hold some secrets and may be helpful for this quest. In fact, there's a crystal snowball that will allow me to describe great distances. Now, the tower was taken over, at least last I heard, by an evil creature known as Red Rider.
Oh. Huh.
What do you mean by scry?
I peer into this magic ball and I can see great distances, sometimes events that are happening somewhere else completely. It could prove very valuable during this quest.
Oh, I see.
I'm still not too sure about you.
Wizardly pipe. Can't see it.
I love it.
Marzio, do I know where King Moonracer?
Yes, you do know that King Moonracer lives on the Isle of Misfits down in the southeast. And that's where you know King Moonracer lives. Yes. So you guys are starting there in Christmas Town, and you let me know where you want to go, and we'll continue on from there.
I'm assuming at this point that we don't have any idea where the Grinch lives.
No, the Grinch. No one has any idea where the Grinch lives.
So maybe that scrying ball,
or maybe your friend Moonracer knows where he lives.
Well, they're kind of at least in the same direction, so we can make our way east. Maybe go to Winter's Tower. I don't know about this Red Rider.
One route, 2 stops makes sense to me.
All right. So I'll show you the new thing here. You guys set out into the frozen north. You set out into Christmas Town, into a plain of white desolation. Silence hangs over the frozen landscape while the sky, a pale bleak sun, lies shrouded behind a gathering gloom. There's a strangeness about this landscape that none of you can place or define. Something's different. And save for the sour, sweet wind that blows, ice cold from the north, carrying with it the anticipation of unseen dooms. So now I need somebody to make me a D20 plus their +1 is your highest luck modifier on your characters, I believe. So if somebody wants to make a D20 +1, I'll see if there's any encounter along the way to Iceberg Bay. Any random encounter.
All right.
That number is 13. Okay, you guys, sure enough, you guys travel to Iceberg Bay uneventful, cutting through the blistering winds and sour sweet winds, and arrive at Iceberg Bay. You stand upon a frozen shoreline of a calm sea. Its surface mirror-like, but dotted with floating icebergs of all sizes. And on top of each of these icebergs, there gleams, or on some of these icebergs, gleams with a strange silvery luminescence. And off through the fog-shrouded waters lies a small island of ice and snow with a great big marble castle that you know to be King Moonracer's castle on the Isle of Misfits. The closer you get to the icebergs, you did hear that, there's numbers. I'll show you a map, a special map. And you know from, other people's past travels here, I don't think any of you have ever been here, that on top of the icebergs are these silvery luminescent numbers. And it's basically a code to travel to the Island of Misfits that King Moonracer gives out to his guests. That you guys would have to crack the code if you want to cross, or find an alternate way to cross to. Did I show you this? I did not. Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's up.
So basically, it's like a game of Minesweeper. You're standing on the frozen North Shore. The numbers signify how many icebergs around it are not safe to step on, and you'll have to find your way to Island of Misfits.
Huh. All right.
I don't really understand this, but I'm in training to pull the sleigh. I can probably leap over one of these.
Now you do. I forgot to mention, each of you have a special ability on your character sheet. Mm-hmm. Some innate ability that is your own. That might help at some point. I failed to mention it.
In my case, it's fly very short distances because I'm still in training.
Yeah. So the icebergs are about 60 feet in diameter, and they're a lot farther apart than the image shows. They can't just be leapt to. They can, but they're They're about, like it's a good jump, but you'll all be able to make it to each iceberg that you want to go on.
So, and Marzio, the numbered hexes are also icebergs, or just the ones that are around them?
So the numbers that, like what you see, you can see those numbers glowing off in the distance.
Yep.
And with those numbers are safe. You know that you can step on those icebergs. You've heard rumor, or you've heard, especially you, Boss Elf, you've heard Hermie talk about visiting King Moonracer on several times. They're friends, and he says that he always has to pass the iceberg bridge, and those numbers. As long as he stands on a number, he's safe. Now, normally Moonracer illuminates this bridge, but for some reason he hasn't this time.
Well, if we go from 3 to 2, okay.
Now you can, pretty sure you can write on this.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Yeah. So feel free to write on it, X off the ones you don't want to go, or make a mark on and I'll be writing on it as well to show you, if you land on a safe one, what that number will be.
Gotcha. Here, 3.
Yeah, I think if we go from 3 to 2, okay, 2 is in touch with 2, touches 2 other ones that have.
Right, but this one is safe. No, that one's not safe.
I made this harder because you guys all look like you're physics graduates. Just to let you know.
We're in such trouble then, because
you're about as much trouble as me. But by all means, you could find an alternate way around this. Of course, you don't have to do this puzzle.
Yeah, let's talk about pulling the sleigh over the top there.
We know this one's not safe.
All right, and most likely that one, right? The red right here.
Yeah, we know that one, and that one are not safe. Let me get red squares. That's a good idea, Tim. Where's the sweep thing? Got it. Okay. Yeah, we know based on that 3 that those are not safe.
Mm-hmm.
So first step is to go out to that 2, like Brendan suggests, I think, and then
you guys are all standing on that 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then wait a minute, since we're on the 2, this one might be a dead end. Since we're on the 2, if this one's not safe and this one's not safe. No, wait. How many?
We're safe to step anywhere off of that, actually, because the 2 that are not safe are already defined by the 3.
Oh, you're right. All right.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? This one? Why isn't it making it?
Either of the ones to the south of us, it's 50-50. We can kind of take a look further south than that to see if slightly left or slightly right here makes more sense.
So are you stepping, guys, on that one that has the purple witch's hat on it that you drew?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Or at least I'm not.
Why do you ask, Marzio?
I don't know, because you drew a fancy hat on it, and I didn't want it to go to waste. Look at that thing.
It was supposed to be a smiley face. I'm doing my best here, but I also can't figure out how to erase it. And then now it's not funny.
There's no chance of erasing anything on Roll20, I found.
You have to clear.
No.
You can clear all of it.
All I'll do, and I'm not trying to erase anything because I'll erase the whole game by accident. So I'm just going to leave it. Yeah.
Now I'm sorry for messing around.
I got one more piece of input here, and that is the 3 that is directly south of us. We know that one of it's surrounded by 5 hexes. We know that the other 3 is safe, but only one of those other 5 is safe, or those other 4 is safe. So if we go to where Brendan's fancy purple hat is, then it's a 50-50 shot on the next step.
Yeah.
So you go there, and then this reveals a number which might help you. So there's a number 1 on here.
Oh,
this
okay.
reveals a number 1.
Got it. All right.
Got it. Yeah. Now we're motoring.
Yeah. All right.
Who wrote this adventure with a math question?
And I'm pretty sure where I'm putting these green squares should be safe too, right, Keith? Is what you're saying?
We don't. Yeah, we do know that. Yes, that is correct.
Because for us, it's still kind of so standing on where the 1 is, it's still 50-50 for us, right? Because this one with the 3 could have.
No, it's actually it's 1/3 because the one to the northwest of the 1 could also be the 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
No, that's actually not true. You're right, Tim. It's 50-50 to the south because one of the 2 of those has to be a mine because of the 3.
Yep.
Yeah. But
if we go over to where the green is,
since we know the green is safe, what if we go there and see if it reveals some more numbers?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so you hop onto the green and it reveals a number 2 appears in silvery magical writing.
Ooh, all right. So since
I love the woos. It's like I pulled up muffins.
I'm also really bad at Minesweeper, just so you guys know. Like,
Yeah, so do I. I suck. That's why I did it.
I haven't messed around with it in a minute, but all right. So
also, while if you guys want, you guys know I'm really good at making stuff. I can make some sort of device that maybe like a toy that could help us or could protect us if we do the wrong thing. What do you think?
Hey, can you make a toy that would walk out onto a square to test it before we go on there?
It might only work once, but sure.
Well, if we
I don't have that kind of time, man. Santa's dying. Hey, Marzio, what's on my limited flight? It says I can move up to twice my base move. Is that enough to skip a hex?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll be able to skip a hex. And then you need to rest.
Right.
Yeah, you can fly 60. These hexes are about 60. They're 60 feet, although 30 feet across according to the thing. So you could skip, you could skip a hex and land on another one, yes.
Right. I can't quite skip 2 based on
that. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So you could definitely fly to 3 if you like.
Right. I don't know that helps us currently, but we still have to make the decision of which hex to actually land on.
Yeah. Well, you could land on there is that. Yes, 3 is the safe hex, right? If you land.
Yeah, but landing there doesn't do me any good. I still have to decide where to step to get a new number, right? Unless there happens to be something else on the 3. I assume, Marzio, that these icebergs with silvery numbers don't have any other features. There's no things or people standing on them or other stuff.
No, they all look exactly the same. They just have a floating silvery number, either already there or once you jumped on them, they appear.
Okay, so wait, we know that the one southwest of us is bad.
It has to be because the one wouldn't be touching up with it then. So it has to be either the one to our southeast or east.
Is the bad one or the next one?
Is the next one.
Yes, I agree. And the one to our southwest is bad because the one
this one
on it, that's the one that satisfies the one, and then the 2 that we're standing on has to be satisfied, and so it's probably those 2, right? The red one we already have.
Yep.
Because there is that one in the corner. Yeah. Yep.
So it's one of these 2, either southeast or east.
Right.
That should leave. I can get my green. Yeah, that should leave this one, right, to be freehand, not shape. That should leave this one to be good, I would think, right?
Well, it's 50-50. I don't see how we could.
Well, because the northeast over 2.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. The northeast is one of the 2, and the other of the 2 is southwest, I think.
All right, let's do it, guys.
It could.
Which one?
Full disclaimer: I'm terrible at this game, and Fireball is worse than I am. So
I feel so bad springing this game on you guys right now. Which one do you want to go on?
Let's just play the game and not worry about it too much, right? So let's go right here, Marzio, where I'm doing this green X. I'll go.
Yep.
The green X. Okay, you go. So you hop on that one, and all right. I've never had anybody fall. So here we go. Here's what happens. Sure enough, as you jump on it, it holds your weight for a second and then completely disappears, plunging you into the water, into the frozen, frigid, cold water, where you take an immediate 1d6 points of cold damage, which is 3. And you're kind of floating around in that water. And all about you, bobbing all about you, are these playful Christmas seals that come up and kind of squirt water in your face and stuff. But being boss elf, you're not happy about any of this.
I can feel it crawling up inside me.
But you do notice that anyway, you're floating in the water with these Christmas seals, and every round you're going to be in there, you're going to take some kind of cold damage because it is like just
a little help here. Get me out.
All right.
I'm immediately concerned. I run to the edge of our iceberg and dip my head down so that my antlers are pointing into the water.
Okay.
I'm going to try to hook his clothing and lift him out.
Okay. You do lift him out. It's more difficult than normal, only because of the playful seals are kind of getting in the way. But the fact that you're able to help him out, you drag him out of the water, no problem, onto number 2. But you knew that if you had to get out of there on your own, you would have been in a little bit of problem there, Boss Elf.
So that actually means that this one is good with the purple X's.
Yep, it does. So that one must be the other
corner right here, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. So
let's do it.
And by the way, that tells us a lot because that next 3 then is.
So you hop on, and it's a number 3.
Okay.
And you guys can make it all the way down to this 3, of course.
Right. Well, we know that on the second 3 from the bottom, we know that the one immediately to the east is not good because that's the third bad one. But we might as well go down to the bottom 3, right? Before we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know because there's the 3. This has to be the third one of that 3, right?
Yeah. Couldn't this one be one? The one to its. Well, no, wait, one.
It's got to be that one and this.
Oh
one,
yeah,
right?
because this one's a 3, right? Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Those two are no goes. Because that. Oh no, I take that back. No, it is.
No,
yeah,
it is.
Correct.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
And that means that any one of.
So this is a 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 chance, whether we go east, southeast, or southwest, off that bottom 3.
I'm saying southeast and try to head toward that 4. I mean, figure it's got 4 around it. It's got to be some of those.
Well, it's all of those. That's the problem with heading toward that 4. Is that all 4 of the ones adjacent to it are no goes? Oh, that's not true.
Oh yeah.
Too. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Do any of you guys have a rope?
I don't have a rope. I don't need a rope. I don't have hands.
I didn't bring a.
Well, you guys.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I can skip one of these. I can leap to another one, but at this point, that doesn't do us any good. We need to reveal the number. And if I leap over one and then land on one that disintegrates, you all won't be able to help me, and I might be done. It would be terrible.
We can't have that fireball.
No.
Can we make a? Can we want to try? When we step on it, you guys want to try and make like a hand, a hand chain?
Human chain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Human elf reindeer chain?
Yeah.
That's good. I'll anchor it. I'm good at tug of war.
All right, bet.
So I will get at the the back end and let whoever's in front of me grab onto like a foreleg or an antler.
I will.
My reindeer goes into the ice in preparation for rescuing something we need to.
I'll be the actual mover, and I'll be on the end of the chain because I'm not super strong or anything. So it's probably my best bet is to be,
Yeah, and I don't know. We don't know yet what's required to try to get out by yourself, but metagaming slightly, it's probably agility. So you may be the best one anyway.
Are we gonna go here with a question mark I'm putting in? Want to try that one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, try that one with your human reindeer elf weirdness chain, and sure enough, it's a 1.
Ooh, number 1.
Ooh.
And the 1 is already satisfied, so we know that the 3 other adjacent are safe.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now, do we go
all the way to the 4 if we want to?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so which path you take, because it'll reveal, or you want to reveal all 3 of those while you're kind of walking?
We might as well reveal all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got another 1, a 2, and a 2.
Gotcha. So we're here at this 4 now. So this 3 here, 1, 2, that 3 is, I think, okay, if I'm right, see what that 3 is? I think that means with that 3, we know this one, this one's not safe, this one's not safe, and that one's not safe. So I think this has to be the safe one. Is that right?
Well, that's a good point. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think looking at the 3, I'm not going to write on it yet, just in case I'm wrong. Let me run this by you guys. Looking at the 3 at the very bottom of the map,
Mhm.
It has to be the 3 non-numbered hexes around it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
And unless we're on a completely false path, well, I guess it could be this one here to the
Well, and in fact,
one.
that has to be it, because to satisfy the 2,
It has to be these two, right?
it has to be those 2. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we
All right.
go to the 4 and then down to that south. Yeah.
Okay, sure enough, you guys make it. Those both revealing 1s, and you're on the Isle of Misfits. None. Pat yourselves on the back.
Oh, dear me.
That was,
I
All
only
right,
had
so-
to take 1 drink.
and only one of you took a drink. That's correct. The seals kind of bob and weave and flutter away under the water, and you guys are on the Isle of Misfits. Through the hold on, frozen shore you're on. Let me show you that instead. You cross the frigid bay and make landfall upon a beach of glacial ice that stretches out towards a marble castle that looms in the distance. Just a short distance away, half buried in the snow and ice, rests an elaborately designed crate about the size of a large wagon. So you have a crate embedded in the ice, and then off in the distance is the castle proper. And I'll bring you to the map of the Isle of Misfits. And I think it might just be a black screen for a second, but I will start to reveal stuff.
I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I can see the whole map.
Oh, well then, whatever. Good enough. You see the whole map. It doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, having encounter areas numbered with mystery numbers doesn't do me any good.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's good.
So that's we see the crate, and then we see the.
So you guys are on the map. You're at E1, and you see a crate there, and then the castle looms off in the distance.
Do I recognize the crate from any of my toy making? Does it come out of the warehouse or anything like that?
No, it does not come out of the warehouse at all. But because of you being a toy maker, you see the elaborate. It's painted in all kinds of bright colors, and if anything, it looks to you like it might be the biggest Jack in the Box you've ever seen.
You want to try to talk to it?
Why?
Might have a clue. I don't know. I'm here to deliver. I'm here to deliver the good news. Maybe I can help. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I step forward and say, hello?
Okay, as you do that, suddenly the lid of the snow-crusted crate bursts open, revealing a strange-looking humanoid that rises up from within. He's clad as a jester and twice as tall as a man, with ruddy cheeks and a big, bright red nose. And with a high-pitched voice, it shrieks, "Halt! Who goes there?" And you see none other than Charlie in the box.
Charlie in the box.
He yells out, "Halt! Who goes there?" And it's that guy.
That's awesome.
We're friends with Santa.
Oh, any friend of Santa's welcome on the island.
Oh, good. Do you know what are we here for? We're here for Moonracer, right? Do you know where Moonracer is?
He's like, "King Moonracer's inside, but he's been feeling ill of late, and to be honest, quite strange. He's been acting weird. Hermie came to visit because I knew King Moonracer had a sore incisor, but I don't think Hermie's left the castle in days."
What's an incisor?
Incisor would be the big tooth in the front, the sharp one.
I know that.
I know you know that. This is him talking. It's the sharp one. King Moonracer's been moody and mean-spirited of late, and I noticed a green gleam in his eyes when he flew north to investigate a strange mountain, and he came back, and he was just not the same.
The Grinch. The Grinch must have done something to him.
Can we talk to him?
He's like, "But of course, the castle's open."
All right.
Is the castle normally open?
Am I frozen?
No.
No,
Oh.
I think we're all froze
Oh.
in real life.
Is it? He doesn't answer whether or not the castle is normally.
Oh, sorry.
open.
You must not have heard me. Yes, he says the castle's absolutely open. You guys can go in. He says King Moonracer should be inside.
My question was, is the castle normally just open?
Is it normally just open?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I am the official sentry of Isle of Misfit Toys, and but yes, the castle's usually open.
What prevents people from just walking around you? You seem to be stuck in the box.
I live in the box. I'm Charlie in the box.
That's great, Charlie. Thanks. Let's just go see Hermie.
Okay. Okay, you
As
guys
we're
make
walking,
Okay,
as
go
we're
ahead.
walking away, Winter says that must be the smell by the box. Too much Charlie.
Sure enough, you guys start making your way towards the castle, and each of you notice as you go these great big footprints in the snow, big, round, heavy footprints, all scattered all about the area from around Charlie's box, leading all the way up to the castle. And you make your way to the castle.
Are any of the footprints reindeer hooves, or are they all humanoid?
No, you look, you don't see any reindeer hooves, nor do you see human footprints, but they're circular, great circular footprints that are deep in the snow, made by some heavy creature.
What has feet like that?
Winter will take note of those and see if scratch his beard and see if that rings any bells with any
Okay.
creatures that he's met in the
Sure, Winter, why
forest.
don't you give me an intelligence check, see if you know of
And an abominable snowman.
A great big 7.
a great big 7. No, you really
Mhm.
don't know what could have made these footprints. They don't seem to have any claws or anything on them. You do notice that, so you don't think it would be an abominable snowman.
Maybe it's
Okay.
a snow elephant.
A pachyderm.
That's a thing, isn't it?
No?
Oh, fireball.
You're so silly.
Okay.
All right,
You wanna do it?
I'll lead. I guess I'll lead up the stairs.
Okay, so you lead up the stairs, leads up to a great big golden set of double doors that are thrown open, and you enter the hall proper. And the large section of the floor in front of so you see a large section of the floor is comprised of solid ice. And wait a minute, wrong part. Hold on, King Moonracer's Hall. Marble Hall. There we go. I'll show it to you. This is an ornate hall. It's fashioned from pure yellow marble and trimmed in gold leaf. At the far end, where you see E5, is a large dais, and seated atop the dais is the slumping form of King Moonracer, which is a giant manicore. In front of his throne is what looks like an ice rink, for lack of a better word. It's got a low 3-foot curb around it, and it's solid ice. And resting atop this ice block, this sheet of ice, are 3 great big amber blocks, each about over 6 feet tall and 6 feet wide, and they rest atop the block of ice. And that's what you see in the hall.
How far apart are these blocks? Position.
So as you approach the ice proper, you do see that it radiates with an unearthly cold, and within the ice, you see below the ice, you see Hermie, and he's trapped. You see him flailing his arms and motioning to the center of the ice, and you can hear his voice. And he's like, "This is another stupid puzzle for you guys to do." No, he's like, "This is." He's like, "I'm trapped." I don't know how to do this without yelling, but he's like, "I'm trapped beneath the ice." He's like, "You have to move one of these blocks into the center, or somehow get me out of here." So these blocks are huge, and they're. I'll show you a map of what it looks like. So that's.
Ooh.
So there's these 3 great big amber blocks, and Hermie's under this center block here. I'll show you. No X. Select. So that's where Hermes kind of under this. He's like in a chamber. He's not frozen in the ice.
Gotcha.
And he seems unharmed. And he's yelling that you have to somehow move these blocks of ice into the center of this map. And then, of course, there's King Moonracer. He's on his throne over there.
And he's on the far side of the.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be where the nose is, past
Gotcha.
the nose of the map there.
Got it.
And we're next to the two yellow ones at the base, then, right? So we're like,
yeah, you can walk all the way around this fancy picture that the artist drew here, which is awesome. But yeah, so this is basically the curb, and you can walk all the way around there if you like.
Should we talk I'll say King Moonracer. What have you done with Hermie? What's the meaning of trapping him under the ice?
Right. As you say that, he doesn't move at all, and or even acknowledge that you're in the room.
Kind of a Theoden situation.
What's that? I couldn't hear you.
Kind of a Theoden situation.
Oh yeah. Good call. I never thought of that.
SD, you think he got into the eggnog?
So Marzio, does Winter? You mentioned that the ice itself has kind of a magical kind of a resonance.
Yes.
Does Winter think that something like a flaming hands would be enough to pierce this ice to be able to rescue our friend?
You certainly can give it a try.
Okay, he can't tell if this thing's magical enough that wouldn't be effective.
Yeah, but you do know definitely that this thing doesn't radiate with normal cold. There's certainly a magical property to this ice.
Okay.
Moving the blocks around.
I mean, we were next to those two. I'm gonna see Marzio. I'll pick the one, the bottom, that bottom left one,
Okay.
and just kind of give it a shove and see
Okay.
if it moves at all.
Yep. So you notice that the minute you do that, this block, despite it being probably tons, like in weight, the minute you touch it, it glides with simple ease straight across and comes and slams against the far end of the ice. It just slides all the way and then slams into the curb and stops.
And is there anything in the space where it was?
Nope. It's just ice.
But we can make our way all the way around this rink, right? So we can shove the blocks in any direction.
Oh, you can shove the box in.
But without stepping onto the ice, which I think might be bad, we can only shove blocks that are at the edge. So is the goal to get a block on top of Hermie so that it collapses the...
Yeah, you see Hermie standing underneath this center block.
Oh, I see.
Right, we need to arrange this.
Now, you can move these on your own. I made them purposely so you can move them if you want to screw around.
All right, so how about this? How about we push this one down?
So you do notice, though, by just manipulating as you do, they only move north, south, east, west. They do not move on a diagonal.
I think.
Gotcha.
And then we move it over. And then push.
No, we need to put it... We should put the first one back where it was. And then push this against it so we establish a wall coming down the center. So here, I'll take charge for a minute.
Yeah.
We shove. Oh wait, I'm in draw mode. No draw mode. The manipulating isn't working for me.
No, yeah. If you hit for me with the arrow, if you had to select, there you go.
I got it now. We put that one there, and then if we shove this one over here, we start to build a center wall.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I was trying to do. I was doing the opposite way. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that simple though. There has to be a second phase to it.
So if we the bottom right one, if we shove that one first,
so
to the left. Oh.
Put that one back.
Or you can keep it there, right? And then if we shove this one up and then this one down and this one over. No, but that's only going to get us to there.
It's yeah.
Well, by the same token, if you move the one that's completely south now, and then push something against the one that's right above it, will that stop it? Or
Yeah, I'm guessing, and that's a good point. So what if we do?
So we push it back this one over this way, and then
this, and then this, and then this.
Yes, it totally works. Suddenly the
Oh,
ice disappears. The ice completely disappears. That block falls in, and Hermie emerges.
At least he didn't smash him. That was my fear.
No, because he can move around. There's like a little chamber down there. And sure
Hermie's
enough,
crushed to death.
there's Grand Hermie, and Hermie comes out, and he's like, "Wow, thank you so much for helping me." He's like, I don't know how to do a Hermie voice, but I was visiting my old friend Moonracer, and I noticed his eyes agleam with a strange green glow when suddenly he imprisoned me beneath this ice before collapsing on his golden dais. He's like, I can't thank you enough for helping me.
Hermie, what did I tell you about this teeth thing? It's going to get you into trouble.
Well, you know, boss, that it's something I've always loved, and maybe it's something you will too. Here, and he hands you this, and he gives you this a grimoire marked DDS, Dissertations on Dentalmancer's Sorcery, and so sure enough, I gave it to you. This is the new spell Dentalmancy, so you can cast it as a scroll or write it into your spell books.
Nice.
Transcribe it in your spell book, so you should have that.
Yes.
And he is so overjoyed that you released him from his frozen prison. He also gives you this. He's like, here, and it's a strange box marked floss, and it's a magical. Each string is basically a casting of the spell rope work. So it's got about 20 uses to it. He's like, I'm going to go help my friend Hermie. I'm going to help my friend Moonracer. I can't thank you enough. Maybe these will help you on your quest. And he hands you those 2 items, and he races over to King Moonracer.
Moonracer went to the north and came back. Did he say anything about where he had been or what he had seen? We seek the Grinch, for we fear he is responsible for the malaise that comes upon this house.
He's like, I know something happened to King Moonracer, and I don't know what, but I'm determined to help him through it. As he says this, you see King Moonracer, with great labor and effort, point a barbed wing towards. Hold up, let me find my map. All right, he points a barbed wing towards E8, the northwest tower, before he completely collapses again on his throne.
Well, it seems like he wants us to go there. I'll trot over toward that tower.
Okay, you trot towards the tower?
Up to E3, right, and then taking a left into that tower.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do, everybody else?
Same, unless you want me to sneak in there first and take a look around before we go in. I think let's go in there.
As soon as he says that, right, he's behind me somewhere across the hall, and he says, unless you want me to sneak, and that's right when my hoof clatters into the entry.
You guys are all good with E8?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys head up to E8, and there's it's a circular tower with a winding stairwell that goes all the way up, a heavy stone stair. And when you reach the top, it's an observation platform. Sour, sweet winds howl up here at the tower summit, and there's a large telescope mounted here.
I wonder if Moonracer saw something. Maybe we should look and see what he was looking at.
Let's do it, but let me take a look at it first and make sure it's okay. Sometimes, I would hate for a package to get delivered to the wrong address. Marzio, I'm gonna take a quick check for traps on that.
Sure,
thing.
yeah, give it a roll.
Good call.
Just on the off chance. Here it goes.
Okay, you take a look, and you don't see any traps or what you think might be anything nefarious going on other than this. It just looks like a telescope to you.
All right. I'll take a look. If something bad happens, maybe I'll get lucky.
Okay.
All right. I will take a peep through there and see what I see.
Okay, you take a peep through the the telescope and without moving it at all. And it is centered on what looks like an impossibly skinny and tall spire, a mountain of snow with a strange green light glowing at its summit. And I can mark this on your map.
Please do.
Where's your world map here? Sorry, guys, let me figure it out. Now, do you guys see that on your map?
Not yet. Did you pull the player tab over?
I did not, sorry. Thank you. Now you should see a new area revealed on your map. So that is like a tall, skinny mountain, and at its peak is a strange glowing green light.
I think that's a clue, guys.
Is the light in any way reminiscent of the sickly gleam in Moonracer's eyes?
Absolutely. And the corded, both the sickly green in Moonracer's eyes, the corded veins on Santa's brow, and the strange light that's beginning to glow in the Yule light in Christmastown.
It seems
That's definitely a clue.
Seems like that's the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Special delivery. Time to go and make a house call. Take a look, see what they got there. I'm out of package jokes. I don't know. Let's go take a look.
We go to
Sounds great.
Winter's Tower first to see if there's something there that might help us. Otherwise, we should just head straight for the tower.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be headed that way anyway. We might as well stop on the way.
Yeah.
Sounds great. The tower it is.
We also don't know. It's maybe a safe bet that they're there, but we still don't know what happened to Cornelius or Rudolph the Red.
Fireball is right.
They may be trapped somewhere, and we could help them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know where they were headed? Because I don't know the last place they were seen.
Rudolph was escorting some family members back into the north, but I don't know where that was.
And Yukon? What about him?
You asking Hermie?
Oh, I can ask him when we get back down there.
Yeah.
If he knows.
Okay. He's like, last I heard, Yukon struck it big and found himself a peppermint mine.
Ooh.
As for Rudolph, I don't know where Rudolph is. I know he had family visiting. The last I seen him, he was with his family.
Marzio, if I were to go back up there, does the telescope look like it could be like? Is it super huge and I can't manipulate it, or would I be able to look at some of the other areas on the map and kind of?
Yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't be able to take it down from up there because it's mounted, but you can definitely scan around and look at anything you want to look at.
Yeah, let's do that before we start heading somewhere, right? Do a little bit of reconnoiter and see if we can.
Okay.
Oh, I can see into Mrs. Claus's changing room.
Shameful. Where do you want to look?
I guess I'll look at the peppermint mine in that direction.
Okay, you look over at the peppermint mine, and sure enough, you zoom in close with this super-powered Manticore telescope, and you see a peppermint mine. There is a sign. You can actually make out a sign over the door that reads Yukon's Peppermint Mine. But other than that, nothing really
all right.
strikes you.
And because I'm not totally trusting of Winter yet, I'm going to look at Winter's Tower to make sure there's not like an ambush waiting for us or something.
Okay, you look at Winter's Tower, and it looks like a piece of black, like a sickly black ice. It's a complete tower, basically looks like an icicle, but rather than having that nice, ice look, shiny, gleamy, it's black and sickly looking. And you notice also, you zoom right in with this powerful telescope, and you notice the front door is completely charred and burned, more or less just timbers and charred timbers and ash. But you don't see any movement in the tower at all. Okay.
Why would you live there?
Oh, that's definitely Winter. That's not the way you left it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
You could have done such a.
I'm still curious. Why did you do that?
Yeah, that hurts my heart to see. We need to go there and right that wrong today.
Do you want to go there first?
Yeah, I think the peppermint mine looks like it's fine, right? Yukon maybe he's in there, but he could be working. But at least on the way over to the green light.
We should look at the forest while we're here with the telescope too.
Oh yeah,
Good
I'll
call.
scan the Christmas tree forest.
And the Christmas tree forest. Give me a luck check on this one. Just
Luck check. I got the
Yeah.
little luck button here. Ooh, look at that. Natch 1.
oh
Nice.
yeah, you just spin it and all of a sudden zoom right in and it cuts through like a clearing and you see like into the center of the forest these majestically decorated trees in the heart of that forest. There's like a grove of Christmas trees that are been decorated in what looks like shiny gold and silver baubles in the center of that Christmas tree forest. Just by the right angle of where this high tower is, you can see it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, whoever did a good job. But other than that, I don't see nobody else over there.
No, you don't see anybody else.
It looks like whoever's there has the spirit of Christmas, though.
You sure are right, Fireball.
I want this to be made in a cartoon after, so we can watch it.
I think we should go to the tower.
Yeah, let's get a move on.
Okay.
Special delivery.
Special delivery. You guys head over to the tower. You've crossed Iceberg Bay, no problem. That you know the code now. And I just need a D20 plus 1 roll to see if you encounter anything on your way to the tower. As I draw up the tower. Now you know, Winter, that your tower is 3 floors.
It would be a 7, Marzio.
Oh, it's a 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't encounter anything, and you. Oh, sorry. Did you want to do anything else in the castle, or just go right to the tower? I apologize if I.
Well, I'm going to ask Hermit.
Because I kind of took the map away from you, and I know that draws your eyes away from things. So I'll bring you back to the map.
I mean, he's got the floss, and he gave me this spell. Does he want help pulling a tooth or something from Moonracer?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm more concerned with his just making him. Oh, he's like, I'm more concerned to make him comfortable right now. He's like, the tooth I'll get to. That's no problem. I'm a trained dentist. He's like, or dental mancer. But he's like, I'm just going to make sure he's all right. You guys find Yukon and Rudolph and try to stop whatever's going on out there.
Okay. I couldn't magic missile it right out of his face.
Well, you sure could. No. And I want to see it. No.
Hey, you know what? If you guys distract him, maybe I could pickpocket it out of his before he even knows it's gone.
Hermie, is there anything else here in the other towers, or should we get a move on?
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for one of you guys to reply as Hermie. He's like, I've really haven't been to any other parts of the towers here. I just come and see Moonracer in this hall.
Maybe we should just do one little quick check around just to make sure there's nothing else amiss.
All right.
All right.
I'd be worried about leaving Hermie here to care for Moonracer if there's a threat in one of the towers. We should secure the place first.
All right. Well, let's go check. I guess the next one will be the. We have been to E8.
E8, correct.
So let's go across top of the wall and check out E6.
E6. You head over to E6, and sure enough, you see the tower has been converted into an animal pen, and its cold stone floors are thick with hay, and there's 2 troughs with fresh shrubs and 2 giant polka dot elephants. Actually, more mastodons than elephant.
I knew it.
Feasting on whatever they eat.
Fireball, you were right.
Trees and stuff. But I'll show you another picture of them, which is equally as ridiculous as that one. Did I show you that picture, or did it come through?
Yes.
Yeah, it came through.
All right. And then,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll show you the spotted woolly mammoth.
Fireball, you're the smartest reindeer of all.
This one's better. This one took a lot of my art skills.
I know, right?
And so sure enough, these are they're eating. They're very peaceful, and they're just eating and going about their dopey lives in E6. And you see a great opening to where they can leave to the like
outside.
The beachhead proper.
Mhm.
Probably patrol around.
All right.
They seem to have food, so
Yeah.
I say we.
No, they're not. They're well taken care of. They're not ill-treated at all.
All right. E7.
E7. You
going.
head over to the E7, and E7. The minute you go open the door to E7, howling winds swirl down because this tower doesn't have a roof, but suspended midway up the turret is a colorful hot air balloon. And there's a thick rope that dangles down from its basket that lies coiled at your feet. Now, you should have got that as well.
Mhm.
Oh man, this could have just saved us some time.
Yes. This is like a sleigh except a balloon.
You could pull us like 30 feet at a time, Keith, and then you rest. And you're like you dangle. And then...
Just dangle.
This is great.
The sickly sweet wind is coming from the north, yeah. So I don't know that. It depends on the magics involved here whether or not this is going to do us any good. Well, we should definitely try it.
All right.
Sounds
Well,
great.
let's check that last tower before we do.
Okay, you head over to the last tower, and in this tower, there's dominating the center of this tower is a large dry stone fountain, and its sides are decorated in a strange tableau of carved creatures. The creatures include a winged bear, a bird that swims, a sunken ship, a man with a wide hat riding an ostrich, and then in the center is a metal tube that rises up with a sign beside it that says "Do not touch," and that's what you see.
I don't think we should touch this.
Yeah. That is a low dangling trap for lever pullers, and I am going to walk. No.
Okay.
Come on, we got to save Santa Claus.
What
Yeah.
discipline?
Yeah. Do you want to go back and take the balloon and
Yeah, we
take
should
that
try.
over to?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Can I just say you're the first people not to pull the lever, and I love you guys for it. That's some disciplined gaming.
I mean,
Everyone else pulls that
I do
lever.
have to admit that the time slot constraint was one of the reasons I
Agreed.
didn't.
Well, for sure. And I appreciate that. Because my last time I played it, they said it did not say what not to touch. And maybe they meant the sign. And of course they touched it. So all right. Anyway, go ahead. So you guys go to the hot air balloon, and sure enough, you guys think now the winds are dangerous, but you think that with a good DC roll, with a good agility roll, you might be able to navigate this thing through the wilds. But you can basically use it.
And with a bad roll, we crash to our doom.
Well, yes, of course. You'll always that's always an option. But sure enough, you guys hop up on there. Like I said, the roof of the tower, there is no roof of the tower. It's basically just a hollow cylinder. And you guys are up and you've catch some wind and you're heading. You originally said Winter Warlock Tower. You can obviously change that. And you won't have to make a roll till you land. How about that?
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I need this thing for Christmas week, for package week. Yeah, let's take it.
Actually, SD, that's a great point. If anybody, it's you who can drive it because you're used to driving your mechanized sled that you usually bring around. So this seems like something right up your alley.
I pull the goggles down that I normally wear.
Oh yeah.
Reach over and press the radio. It's playing the Apocalypse chorus. Oh, da, da, da.
Oh, there you go.
And we're off.
Yeah, you guys are totally off. You take to the wind and you head
power
to you head to the Winter Warlock's Tower. I'm trying to find the hot air balloon stats. Oh, simple. All you need, so you guys, sure enough, you travel over the frozen sea there, and you coming up on the Winter Warlock's Tower. So I'd imagine you wanted to put it down somewhere near the tower. The tower doesn't have a place you can land on. It's basically just a spire, like an icicle, for lack of a better term. It's a ginormous hollow icicle that rises up from the earth.
Now we'll land nearby.
Nearby. Okay, give me a reflex check, DC 11, to land this thing successfully.
So reflex saving throw or agility save? Or agility check?
No, let's do it a saving throw, just
You
because
got
you got to fight the winds or whatever.
You got it.
No, now you can. I don't have to tell you what you can or cannot burn it to make that work.
Yeah, I can't see. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, that's all right.
You needed an 11.
I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna burn a.
Well, you got a luck die. Are you a thief? You have a luck die, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna burn a point of luck.
Okay.
Hey,
Perfect. Spot on. You swirl out of control and just land it perfectly, like you meant it the whole time. Just between two trees, and put down the hot air balloon perfectly by the tower.
Nice driving, like a glove.
Never lost a package. And sure enough, here is the tower, Winter Warlock's tower. So the Winter Warlock knows it's 3 floors. And let me bring you to the Winter Warlock's tower, show you the picture of it. Rising out of the snow, like I said, is this sickly spire of black ice. You can tell by the front doors, there's a heap of blackened timbers and ash remain where a front door once stood. The tower is about 75 feet high.
I will approach the doorway and sniff around in the burned timbers.
Okay, you sniff around in the burned timbers. Sure enough, you catch a heavy stench of brimstone and the pit. This smells more than just burn. There's a sickly stench that goes along with it that you just don't like. Just as you approach, you can see inside, based just on your proximity there. You notice a circular chamber with a great big spiral stone staircase at its center. And all about the room's been burned. There's just the detritus of and charred remains of whatever furniture and trappings the Winter Warlock once had.
I shake my head like a dog that's just smelled or eaten something I don't like and step back a foot.
Winter, who'd you leave in charge of the house?
Winter wipes a tear from his eye and says, "Last I heard, this tower was taken over and inhabited by an evil creature named Red Rider." And he steps forward into the tower and yells inside and says, "Red Rider, your days are numbered. We come for you."
All right, I'm gonna.
And
well, sure enough, that echoes throughout the whole tower, and you hear after that bellow the scrabbling, or shall we use the Lovecraftian scuffling sound coming from the floor above.
All right, I'm gonna hide next to the door, draw my dagger, and just get ready to, in an aspect of mayhem.
Okay, you can do that.
I will.
Coolio.
Take a deep breath. I know I'm not going to be able to hold my breath the whole time I'm in there. I'm going to start by attempting to mitigate the burn stench by taking a deep breath, and I charge into the middle of the chamber, just below the stairway.
Okay, you charge in the middle of the chamber, just below the stairway.
Fully prepared to liberate my friend Winter's tower.
Yeah, and you totally hear to scuff. Now you hear it like there's somebody up there on the second floor, and by their movement, and obviously they're aware of you, and they're doing something. You hear like they're doing something up there that sounds more than just running.
Marzio, Winter probably knows that. Sorry, Eddie. Marzio, Winter probably knows the height of these rooms. Are the ceilings high on both these floors?
Yeah, each floor is 25 feet, which would, and the tower being 75 total there.
Cool. So they could easily accommodate an enlarged reindeer or one to suddenly appear in order to take on any foe that may face us.
I would think so, yes.
Cool. We're about to have Clydesdale reindeer.
This is going to be awesome.
Here comes the king. All right, let's.
Still, it seems like it. Sorry, Brendan. It seems like it makes sense for us to head up before we. No one's coming down after us. Is that
nobody's coming down? But nobody's coming down. But you do know they're doing something's going on. They're at the lip, basically. So the stairwell winds up, and they're at the lip, just out of sight. Whatever they are.
All right. It might make sense to go look first, right? It could be end up being, I don't know, misshapen penguins or something that's harmless.
Nothing harmless with ship mate.
But I like the way you think, Winter. Have that ready.
Nothing beyond horror than a misshapen penguin.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go scope it out? Our resident.
Somebody
thief and
fired.
tag.
Did somebody cast color spray?
No, I was seeing what my mercurial effect was if I do cast it.
Oh,
Yeah. Want me to sneak up?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
okay. So we'll use the roll that you already had there, since it's a good one. Is that what you? Or no, you're sneaking up. Sorry. Go ahead. Give me a roll.
Did that go?
Not yet. There it is.
How about a 20?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, you
Nice.
as your friends are making noise, basically just moving around and doing things down, SD, you sneak up there, and sure enough, you see as you crest the because they're wide, big stone stairs, and it's dark. As you reach the top, you notice on that floor. I'll show you the picture. This area of the tower is rank with spoor and rotting carcasses of half-eaten creatures. But more importantly, you see about 13 small squat things, no larger than a small child, with sloped foreheads and pointy ears. And they're currently burning 2 giant cauldrons of pitch that looks like is positioned to be poured down the stairs the minute somebody starts coming up. So I showed you a picture of them there.
Well done on the sneak.
Or maybe when some loudmouth wizard yells up the stairs, something like that.
Yeah, but that's your home. I expect that's the greatest thing that's happened in this tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see these gloom trolls. They're huddled about these. They got a fire going, and they got they're boiling up some pitch that they're ready to fire down the stairs. They're probably just waiting for somebody to come up, but they don't see you. You've completely snuck your way right, basically up to them.
Gotcha. I will creep down and I will tell everybody what I see. There's 13 of these little gloomy guys there, and they've got cauldrons of hot pitch. They're gonna pour it on us if we start going up the stairs. What are we gonna do?
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
And obviously, because the sides are covered in black ice, there's no side entrances. There's no windows. There's only one means of access to this room. Is that right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Do I know of a way to access the roof? Can we come down from above?
Oh, yeah, we can.
We do have a balloon after all.
We also have fire magic that might get through the wall up above, even if there's nothing intended as an entrance.
Yeah, give me an intelligence roll there, Winter, because you're an advanced geese, so your memory's not what it used to be, but maybe there is something that you can remember about this tower.
Sure, fair enough. 18 altogether.
18. You absolutely remember that. Now it just strikes you. My God, I have a hatch that I open for something like basically like a tower sunroof that I open up for some fresh air at times on the top of the tower that you can definitely maybe get up use. It escaped your mind till now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Or maybe when I invite the ladies over.
Well, naturally, one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Or misshapen penguins. The misshapen penguins come over. So that's how you escort them.
Potato. Yeah.
Little known fact that misshapen penguins can actually fly.
All right.
Well, I think between the balloon and some flaming hands to take care of whatever ice is up there and that access point, I think that might be a way to go.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay down
Comet,
here.
you don't even need to use you could fly up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'll take is there a flat spot I can land on, or is it just a
Oh, you can can see by the picture. There's it's not really. You think you can do it?
Right. Okay. Well, I think that I'll wait until everyone else is in the balloon and ready to launch, and then I'll be happy to lead the charge, but I don't want to be up there for 5 rounds before they get the balloon going.
Okay, and
something goes sideways.
That's a better idea.
You said you wanted to do something down here.
No, you know what? Fireball's idea is better than mine. I was gonna stay down here, and in case they had drew the gloom trolls up, I would follow them up. But
Okay.
if he's already gonna be positioned there, I'll just go in the balloon with these guys.
Okay. So you guys, if I'm hearing you right, you're going to take the balloon and basically throw down the rope, kind of like the anchor of the balloon on the top of the tower. So it's just hovering above the tower, and you're going to come down and try to go through that window.
Like North Pole Special Forces, baby.
Hell yeah. That's exactly what's happening. So you guys rappel down forward because it's cooler.
Yeah.
Like in the movies.
Call that Australian style, Marzio.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I knew you were a Mandalorian. You go Aussie style forward and land on the roof, and sure enough, you can open up this. There is a trap door there, like a window kind of thing that you can open up that would lead into the room.
All right.
Do it. Wheel.
What are we going to make sure the balloon doesn't fly away while we're here? Does it hover? Is it magical?
It's got like an anchor.
Okay.
So you like kind of through the anchor, like a weighted, basically sandbag or whatever that kind of holds it up. And it is a bit, not really magical, but it's not altogether just a hot air balloon.
Mm-hmm.
It is magical in a sense, but okay. So you guys all Aussie style it down onto the top of the tower, throw open the hatch, and inside you see this circular chamber is untouched by flame. Its walls are adorned in mystical tapestries. So it looks much like you left it, Winter.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
But there's
Looks
no
like
Red
home.
Rider though. No Red Rider in here.
Okay, give me intelligence check to spot.
Okay. Again, I have my over. Here we go. Ooh, a 4.
A 4. Actually, you know what? You don't even need to make that roll because I was reading deeper into my notes. As you're kind of looking around, you're like, oh yeah, everything's cool. And then, you see something staring at you. Rising up from a pile of thick rugs at one of the ends of the chamber is a horrific sight. It's a creature with the torso of a man, but the hindquarters of a crimson reindeer. Great barbed wings flare out from its shaggy flanks, and a wicked grin spreads across its face. You see in its arms, it holds a red crossbow, an ornate red crossbow, and it yells out in a voice that sounds like a searing flame, "Who dares enter my tower?" And I'll show you what the Red Rider looks like.
Yeah, that Winter. He said his tower.
Oh my.
Oh, he's a bad one.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
Heck yeah.
Damn. All right. I'm going to quietly get back in the balloon and
Winter.
All right, man. You guys, let's throw initiative. Let's initiatize.
Mhm.
I will do this guy. What happened? What in the world? And then I'll go through. Why can I not roll my initiative? Red Rider. There we go.
Did it not work?
No, it's not going to work because there's no tokens, so you can't.
Oh, there's no
the
tokens. I'll have to do it off the screen. All right.
Just do an agility check.
Well, you can just roll it and let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a whopping 2.
Okay, so boss gets a 2.
The Winter gets a 6.
Winter gets a 6.
SD gets a 14.
SD with a 14.
Where am I looking for this?
And Comet, you're gonna have your.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Figured it out.
You get to add your level to your roll, right? So you add 2 because you're basically like a fighter.
Okay, so 10.
10. Okay, so first to go is SD. SD, you see this strange abyssal reindeer with a great big red crossbow in its arms, and it don't look too happy.
No likey. So when he came out from under the rug, is he standing on the rug now?
Yes, he was like a pile of furs and rugs he was basically sleeping in.
All right, I'm going to run over there, grab the edge of the rug, and pull it out from under him, see if I can't drop him down his butt.
Okay, Give me a roll.
But you want a strength check for that? Agility check?
Yeah, give me give me agility, whatever's better. You're either gonna strength them over or finesse them over.
Finesse, baby.
And
That's
I'll
how I
have
do
him
it.
do an opposed roll for you.
Damn. All right, but wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, I'm gonna spend some luck on this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 3 points of luck on this. So how about a 17?
17 will work. You pull the rug out from under him, literally, and he does go tumbling onto his flank. Taking some kind. We'll call it a die 4 damage as he slams into like an end table. And he's pretty pissed about it.
So it was winter. That was expensive.
That's no IKEA stuff in there. All right, and so it's the Red Rider's turn. You have completely thrown him off his game, so he has to force himself back up to his feet, kind of ruining his action for this turn. Next to go would be Comet.
Fireball.
Comet's your dad. I forgot. Fireball. I wrote Comet down.
I'm gonna charge him and fight reindeer to reindeer demon. Let's
There you
bring
go.
him.
Oh yeah.
So
Two reindeers enter, one reindeer leaves.
Exactly. Reindeer Thunderdome here. So yeah, I'll charge with a head down and antlers and snorting. Kind of the angry fighting stance of
You can use your character sheet for this. It should work on the attack.
Get him.
Give me just a second. I gotta find it. There it is. Antlers with deed. Bring it.
All right, so that looks like it hits armor class 10, which hits this creature, and you do 7 points. You run in with your antlers and gore him for 7 points of damage.
Antler on antler violence.
Antler on antler violence. Man, this game's spiraling out of control.
For the deed, I'm going to try to keep him off balance because he's just got back to his feet after having the rug pulled out. I'm going to try to wrench him to the side with my antlers to keep him a little bit off balance.
Okay.
Maybe give him a negative to some roll.
Yeah, sure enough, you do hit that deed. So no sooner does he get up that you charge across the room and kind of spear him with your antlers in the side, sending him back down onto like his back legs buckle. So he's almost looks like he's sitting down, which will definitely throw off his next attack. We're at Winter.
Nice job, Yeti.
Winter.
And Winter's still interested in casting some enlarge, as long as this room is big enough to handle.
It's 25. Yeah, it's big.
All right, great, cool. All right, let's do that. In this case, 10 is not going to help us too much. I think it makes sense to burn about 4 points of luck, though.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Not too far along. Let's do that. I'll burn 4 points, make that a 14. And so as far as manifestation, it looks like the reindeer might disappear and then momentarily pop back into view. And when he does, he's going to be increased to about 25%. And there's going to be a little bit of bonus for his attacks for a short time here.
All right.
For 1 round. Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
1 round per caster level. Sorry. 2 rounds.
All right.
Okay, so you actually grow 25% bigger and are a much more imposing old wizard. And it is boss's turn.
So the staircase that I'm assuming leads down to where those trolls were, is there a door there or is it just an open stairwell?
No, it is just an open stairwell.
All right. They seem to have the Red Rider covered, so I'm gonna just stay by the staircase, and if they happen to see them coming up, I'm gonna try and ready like either a color spray or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. You do see them. They're realizing what's happening up there, and you see that they're starting, if anything, gathering to come up.
All right. If I can see enough of them, maybe I'll just blast the color spray.
Yeah, you could totally do it right now and catch them kind of unawares because they were more focused. They were all focused downstairs. What you guys were doing, all of a sudden you appeared up above. So, yeah, you can cast it.
16. So that's going to be, that's their save, obviously. And then color spray to 16 is up to 2 individual targets have to make a will save at 16 and be blinded for D4 rounds.
Okay, they rolled a whopping 1.
That's not good.
So how many of them?
2 of them are blind for only 1 round.
Okay, they 2 of them are blinded. You see they start screaming and kind of running in circles away from the rest of the groups. Like, what? Oh, sorry, the light blows up in front of them. So yeah. They're all completely shocked and terrified at your light display.
There's more of that for you on the naughty list.
They're gonna have to make it. Oh, I love it. Oh, they failed their morale check. They are terrified by this display of blinding lights. And you see them start bolting the other way, heading down the stairs into the first floor, presumably, except the 2 that are kind of just running around in a circle.
We should be down there and pour their own pitch on them.
Yeah.
And we're back to the top of initiative, which is SD.
All right. I have, he's back up on his feet.
Well, he's back. He's kind of up on his feet. In game terms, he's -2 on his attack this round because the reindeer
all right,
fireball pushed him back down.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run around behind him and crouch down behind his knees to make myself a little fulcrum.
Okay. Okay, you do that. And it is, I know what's coming up next. It is going to be his turn. He angrily fires his crossbow at you, Fireball, because he's pissed at you. So a magical bolt shoots. You notice as he raises his crossbow to fire, there's really no bolt in there. It's just like the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. The electricity bolt comes roaring out.
Mm-hmm.
And was that a crit? That's a crit, which means he blasts your eye out with the Red Rider crossbow.
Oh my God!
He'll put your eye out.
You'll put your eye out. So he blasts your eye out with the Red Rider crossbow, delivering 6 points of damage, and now you are permanently blinded, which means you're -2 on your attacks going forward, and anything to do with your eyes. But unfortunately for you, he also has a crit. There's a crit involved with that.
Oh, the crit is on top of the blinding, huh? The blinding.
Well, naturally, yeah. We can't just blind you, right? Now, along with that, give me a D10 roll, please. You can do it at home, D10, whatever. If you got one.
8.
So you see the bolt, all you guys, the bolt strikes Fireball straight in the eye, the left eye, leaving him permanently blinded. And you age 8 years as this demonic bolt strikes you in the eye, and you start to get you just get a little bit more shaggy and gray in your flanks after you get struck by this bolt.
Now it looks like that.
Wow.
God, Zeus, what a terrible thing to happen. Now it's Fireball's turn. This isn't Christmas. This guy's losing eyes.
This is not what I wanted.
Fireball, your turn now. You can retaliate. Now you're -1.
Yeah, is it -1? Okay, -1. But I'm enlarged.
No, -2. Sorry, but you're enlarged. You're -2 going forward on anything to do with your eyes.
Gotcha. What is the bonus for 25% bigger?
I think it's
1. +1 to attacks, AC, damage, etc.
Got it. So what happens is I rear back, right? And my first instinct is to cover my eyes, right? So my 2 hooves come up like this, and I do like the cat or the dog, wiping their eyes when they don't want to wake up kind of thing. But then I realize that I'm still in mortal danger and just strike out with the hoof, trying to push him back so that he falls, so he stumbles over the top of SD. The D die on this attack will be to succeed at the actual trip in addition to
okay. All right.
That's no good.
Oh,
Well, and I didn't put the -1 in or -2 in. So +1 for enlarge, but -2 for blind. That's still at a -1. So the actual result is an 8.
8. Now, do you want to burn any luck with that? Because 10 will strike.
Yes, I will burn 2 points luck.
Okay. So
Grand plan.
cleverly put, SD cleverly, strategically places himself directly behind the Red Rider, and you strike out with your hooves more in pain than in anger, or maybe a combination of both, sending him reeling over SD and straight down the stairs. Tumbling down the spiral staircase goes our friend, the Red Rider. So you did 9 points of damage, plus I'll say a D6 of damage from the 6 points, 6 more points. So you did 15 more. This guy goes tumbling down the stairs. And I'll roll a thing. How about this? I'm going to roll a reflex save, DC 10. If he fails it, he drops his crossbow.
Ooh.
No, he saves. He still has his crossbow, but he looks pretty bad down there. He's down one floor, and he's all. So he actually goes craning by you, Boss Elf, as you see him tumbling down and land on the main floor there. He steadies his fall onto the second floor, and he looks pretty rough now. And it is Winter's turn.
Cool. Well, it sounds like it's time to head down some stairs, I think, right?
Yeah, you could totally do whatever you want from where you're at the top or down the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do those creatures that our thief saw, that SD saw, they're not demonic in any way like the reindeer, right? They seem to be normal flesh and blood, i.e. susceptible to a flaming hands attack.
Well, no, they actually are. There's some kind of demonic gloom troll, but they're not there. They've all escaped the tower.
All of them have headed down the stairs. Okay.
Yeah, they headed down the stairs. The two that are blind are stumbling around, but they're soon, you can imagine, heading down the stairs as well.
Okay. Well, I assume that one of my compatriots will think to come down and start turning the pitch down the stairs on any foes that are down there. In the meantime, I think Warlock will head down and unceremoniously boot those two that are blind down the spiral staircase.
Okay.
So maybe that's a strength check to at least get a good
you can make an
boot
attack,
under one of their
attack
foes.
roll. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
You can boot them with your staff if you want. That'll work.
Yeah. Either way. Yeah, that probably makes sense. So there would have, that 16 sounds like it's going to be a good hit.
Yeah. Roll damage. That you crack one with your staff.
Sounds good. Changing up the details here. Yeah, a big old 2 points.
Okay, that big old 2 points will work because these things are just little mischievous little things. You give one a solid whack and it goes reeling down the stairs. You hear a sickening crunch and see it laying with its neck at a strange angle at the bottom. You did more than just push it down the stairs, but it worked. And Boss Elf, your turn.
All right, I don't want this dude to be around long enough to fire another one of those crossbow bolts.
Right.
So I guess I am going to magic missile him.
All right.
Not going to spell burn. We're just... Because I don't need it.
Damn.
Nice.
All right. So we're looking at 1d4 plus 2 missiles that do 1d6 plus caster level. So I'm doing 4 missiles.
So 46 plus 8.
Yes. And they're going to look like little flaming things of coal.
Oh, that's perfect.
6, 7, 10. So 18 total.
18. These flaming coal things just like machine gun this guy down to his knees, and the Red Rider slumps forward. He's done.
Yeah.
He slumps forward dead, dropping his crossbow basically at your feet. The remaining gloom troll screams and heads out like the rest of them, gone somewhere out of the tower and away.
Awesome.
Winter.
Awesome.
So
So I think that one of the things we came for, beyond a lot of cleanup, is that magic crystal snowball.
Yes.
Oh.
And maybe someone could pull whatever's existing of his eyeball back out. Who knows?
Yeah, that looks like it hurts.
It might sting a bit. So here's you notice that first off is laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh,
That looks awesome.
Yeah, it does. Fireball, you are going to look so cool with an eye patch. Everyone's going to remember that.
Oh man, I love that fumble.
All fun and games, isn't that the saying?
Yeah.
So someone loses an eye. All right. Then it's DCC. Anyway, all right. Yeah, sure enough, Winter, you know for a fact that you leave. Well, where last you left your snowball was in a secret hiding compartment on this very floor, a loose flag. You pull it apart and you find your snowball and a couple other things that you had forgotten you even had here. So I'll show you the snowball. You find, hold up, magic snowball, crystal snowball. There it is. You find a crystal snowball. Allows you to scry distances. You find what is a short-circuited wand. It radiates with a blue spark when shook. You know that it's broken. You find a dried up blue potion with some kind of blue residue in it. And you find some tiny candle stubs and some magical feed corn. These are the items you find here.
wow.
Corn looks delicious.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the least we can do is offer some of that to Fireball.
So Fireball, that what the feed corn does, whenever you want to use it, enhances your flying ability.
Okay.
So when you eat it, you can fly at your base movement speed for 1d6 hours. You no longer need the rest. Basically, this is kind of the stuff that Santa feeds his flying, his sled team.
All right, I'll hang on to that.
Okay.
Nice.
I have it under my chin, and since I don't have hands, right? I have them hanging under my chin.
Yeah, you can manipulate your hooves pretty good. Yeah, you tie the bag around your chin.
That's right. It hangs here most of the time, but I can go when needed.
Yeah.
Do I remember if those candle stubs are magical in some way?
Yeah, the candle stubs it should be written there. The candle stubs, they're basically like spell burn. You could just burn them in lieu of spell burn.
Oh, sweet. Gotcha.
Cool.
I see that now that you point that out. Thanks, Marzio.
Yeah, no problem. And that's basically all that you can think of that is good, all good in this tower.
Okay. Cool. Well, one of you probably wants to grab onto that crossbow. I mean, I'm not sure.
SD, you think you could use that?
I don't want it.
I don't think the crossbow's for me, but well, I could try it. Is it big enough for me? Is it like monster size, or can I use it?
Oh no, anybody. It's just a heavy crossbow, but it never needs to be reloaded. And its ability is once you score a critical on top of your crit, it also that thing will shoot your eye out. And if you if you roll a fumble, it shoot your own eye out.
I love it. All right, I will carry that along with me.
Okay.
Being very respectful of its power.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think with this dried up potion? Should we put some snow in it, shake it up, or save it for later?
That was my thought. See if we can reconstitute what's there.
Let's give it a try.
Okay, sure enough, the wise boss elf does exactly what's needed. You add snow to it, and it turns into, let me make sure that I do this right. Once you add the snow to it, dried up potion, it turns into, it kind of comes back to life, and it is a healing potion that restores 4d6 hit points, and you can break that up as much in any which way that you want.
Ooh.
So you could do 4 doses of a d6 or hit it all in one shot. It's up to you.
How many doses do you need, Fireball?
Probably just one. I can try one. It'll help a little. My eye hurts, but I'm still wearing to fight.
All right. Let me ask. Can it fix his eye if he doesn't have dice? Like,
Yeah, if you were to drink the entire potion, absolutely your eye would be fixed. Right. You'd have to waste the whole potion. Or I shouldn't say waste. I mean, an eye is somewhat important. So,
Yeah.
I think a little bit of metagame here that the minus isn't bad, and I'm not down low enough on hit points to waste the whole thing yet. So I think that throwing the whole 46 at Fireball to get his eye back is good, but we should do it in the middle of the next fight after he's lost a few more hit points.
All right.
So in character terms, he says something like, "Oh, my eye really hurts, but I'm still feeling good. Bring him at me. Let me at him."
I pick up some girl reindeer with that eye patch. I'd wait a minute.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing to say I can't wear an eye patch after my eye's fixed.
Tim, I'm just noticing. Did you dye your beard?
I did.
Okay.
No, I didn't dye. It's like a waxy costume
awesome
thing. You know,
yeah. I just noticed it. I'm like, wait a minute, this guy isn't as ancient as I thought.
No.
Wait a minute, hold on a minute.
Although I am kind of loving it. Like I could.
It looks good, man.
Yeah, your wisdom score increased with that beard.
Yeah.
Natural, yeah. And all you need is a British accent and you're genius level.
I won't do Bruce dirty and try.
Oh yeah, all right. Okay, guys. So here we go. What do you want to do?
We're gonna hop back in and fly over to. Would you want to scry? Do you want to use the?
Let's look at the snowball. You can see
Sure.
stuff.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. Wizard Winter would like to use that ball and see what he can see. I mean, is the peppermint mine our next destination?
I think we decided that it looks okay. We're going to either go to the fort or directly to the tower.
Okay. Well, I can take a look.
Who do you want to scry? What do you want to look for? Like you'd have to name either a place or a person, and it would help you locate these people or a place.
That was going to be my next question. So what we should do probably is to scry Rudolph or Yukon specifically. Rescue them, right? Learning where they actually are is part and parcel of that mission before we go after the Grinch, or in conjunction if they're there.
Rudolph then?
Rudolph. Okay. So
right, cool.
Although Christmassy in tone is grisly, you have to burn a spell, like you have to burn a point, spell burn to activate the snow globe. So a little bit of blood always says Merry Christmas. And so you drop a little blood on the snow globe and it swirls, and it's basically just a big snowball that almost turns into a snow globe. And within you see the image of of Rudolph, and Rudolph is with his family, and they're kind of hunched together, huddled on a lake, a frozen lake. But as you kind of zoom out with your magical scrying, you notice the lake is inside a cave, and directly and there's like stalactites that form almost bars, and on the other side is none other than the Bumble, the great abominable snow creature of the north. And as you continue to draw out, I will reveal on the map where the Bumble's cave is, and you have found the Bumble's cave on your map, area G there. And then sure enough, your snow globe dissipates and it's back to just a snowball. Well done, Winter.
Right. Yeah. So far, so good. By the way, I think it's going to make sense to split up those candle stubs between Boss Elf and myself, so both of us can take advantage of that when the time comes.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Well, then we know where Rudolph is, at least.
Is that where we're headed next?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to leave Rudolph.
We should go rescue him. For one thing, he's my friend. I used to pick on him when I was little, so I kind of feel bad that he's in this situation. I would really like to go rescue him.
Let's go do it.
We didn't let him play any reindeer games for like 3 years.
Okay, you guys fire up the old hot air balloon, and you guys go. Give me a D20 roll +1, anybody, please. And I'll bring you to the Bumble's cave, the Abominable's cave.
So I get a bonus against the roll, right? Because he's Yeti.
Yeah, right. We should have an in.
Brendan, do you roll that dice? Do we roll on that die?
Do you want me to? I will.
I can just roll on D20. I have it right here.
Yeah, fire it up.
4.
4. All right, awesome. Give me a D14 roll, please.
13.
13. Oh, sure enough. As you guys are flying over, let me find it on the thing here so I can show it to you. As you guys are flying over the landscape, your eye catches something, all of you, that would have been an encounter had you been down low, but you're kind of above it. But anyway, you catch sight of a magnificent creature darting between large drifts of snow. It's a crystalline fox with sparkling diamond pelt and eyes that blaze like sapphires. It pauses momentarily and kind of regards you up in your hot air balloon and acknowledging you before it melts back into the snowy expanse. This is a great boon because the crystal fox is a friend of the North, and everyone gains a 1d3 permanent luck as they gaze upon the crystal fox. You cannot exceed 18 though on your value. So give yourselves a d3 roll. That's 1d3 permanent luck as you've seen the elusive crystal fox as it makes its way through the North.
That's gorgeous.
Nice.
What a great roll. 13. Unlucky 13 ends up being lucky. That being said, you navigate your way towards the Abominable's cave, and you see it looming in the distance. I'm sure you want to park, or what do you want to do? You see it looming. I'll show you a picture of it. I don't want to put words in your mouth. I got a bad habit of doing that. When we're pressed for time, that is. Here we go. So there's the Abominable's cave. It's just basically this snowy, mountainous thing with a gaping black cave entrance to it.
Yeti, we're deferring to you here, man. What do we do?
Now you can see the map of the cave because Winter, you've seen the inside of this cave, and sure enough, G2 is the frozen lake area. It's like a frozen tarn within this cave, and that's where Rudolph and his family is, and G1 is basically where the Bumble is kind of just hunkering down.
Well, I'm not.
You see, he's sharpening a stalactite, looking like he's ready to cut into some kind of meal.
I'm essentially the dumb high school jock who thinks he can, take on anybody with a fist. So I'm going to go charging in there to rescue my friend Rudolph. I still have overwhelming sense of guilt about bullying him when we were young, and so I'm going to charge straight at the Abominable with the antlers down and just across the center of the chamber.
But before we do that, are you like, you're gonna have to park this bad boy?
Oh, here it goes. Ready for that?
Well, that's right. Yep. We're still in the balloon. Actually, as he begins this check to park it, I leap out of it and use the fly to zip into the cave.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So you want to run in there without your friends?
Yep.
That's exactly what you do then. Perfect. You see Fireball just hop out of the basket of the flying air balloon and soar into the mouth of the cave, and he disappears.
Fireball, wait!
Yeah, that's what you hear as you recede into the cave mouth.
Rudolph's in danger. We must help him now.
All right, here comes the park and roll.
Park and roll. Oh, snap. You, sure enough, this thing goes careening into the, unless you want to do something about it. It goes careening into the side of the, no, you're not doing anything about it. It goes careening into the side of the, sorry, are you?
No, I'm not doing, no, I'm going to let this.
That's a whole lot of luck to spend.
Yeah,
no doubt. I figured that. Sure enough, this thing goes careening into the side of the mountain there and tears up. And you guys all need to make me a roll to try to avoid some damage as you go spilling out of the big gusting sweet sour wind picks up. Oh, sideways you reel into the side of the Abominable's mountain. The hot air balloon rips and tears open, and the basket crashes to the ground. Let's see what kind of damage you guys take. Isle of Misfits, hot air balloon. You're gonna need DC 12. Either fortitude, you're going to muscle through the pain of falling, or agility.
Fucking roll.
Save, whatever's better for you.
Mm.
And this thing does, I'll roll off camera, it does some damage.
Boss elf explodes.
No!
For those who failed, you take 9 points of damage.
Ooh.
For those that succeed, you take 4 points.
Okay.
Who knew jumping out and charging headlong into the Abominable's lair is the safest move? And But you guys, you did manage to crash it at least near the mouth of the cave. So if there's any help, that's something. Fireball, you see this. No, you guys all outside of the cave hear the roar of the bumble as Fireball rushes in. Fireball, you're gonna fight this thing alone for at least one round till your friends show up.
Yeah, well,
All right.
the price I paid
Running, young punk. Yeah.
Aw.
He's big.
I'll show you the art. The art is pretty
Oh,
cool.
wow.
From the adventure is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Is that
Yeah.
Brad? Yeah, that's Brad, right?
Yeah, that's Brad. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Brad's awesome.
Yeah.
I have, as a very quick aside, because my nickname is Yeti, all of my friends give me Bigfoot and Sasquatch and Yeti stuff all the time. I have a bumble that sits on my shelf full of Yetis out in the living room.
That's awesome.
I feel so terrible that this is Yeti on Yeti crime right now. But why don't we all roll initiative, and then but obviously we're gonna have a bonus round of just you against the bumble in here.
Got it.
But we'll do that. Initiative, I'll roll mine. Ooh, the bumble's pretty good.
Now, I don't remember what all it affects, what you said. Does missing an eye impact
No,
initiative?
it does not do your initiative, no. You do something like spot checks, attack rolls, of course, stuff like that, searching.
Got it.
You get a +5 picking up ladies with your eye patch. All right, so go ahead, boss. What did you get?
I got a 17.
17 SD. Fireball? I didn't hear SD, but
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Oh,
initiative, yeah.
I got 11.
11, okay. Fireball, what did you get?
12.
12. And Winter?
Winter got a 9.
9. Okay. Fireball, you rush into the cave and kind of totally surprised the Abominable here, and you can do what you want to him. He kind of he looks up with his quizzical look that he gives, and showing rows of razor sharp teeth, and there he is.
Does he have anything in his hands?
He has in his hands. He was grinding down a stalactite into like basically a knife. So it's more or less a sharp club.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to charge him and try to catch him with my antlers underneath the arm right here, hoping to disarm him. Right. It's
Okay.
With the deal.
Yep.
Hold on a second. Putting in the minus for blindness, so it's all included.
Yeah.
It's -2, yeah.
-2, correct. I don't know how long you were supposed to be big for, but I'm sure it went away, unless it's like a day.
No, it's gone.
Fireball, in your haste, unless you want to do something about it, this is going to miss the Bumble.
Yeah, the Crystal Fox made me bold. He made me feel like I have
Okay.
luck to burn. I have power to burn on this.
You know that it would take a point of luck to do it.
Okay, I'll burn a point.
Okay,
Yeah.
you come rushing in, surprising the Abominable, and catch him just under the arm, sending his stalactite reeling into the air for what looks like 10 points of damage. Well done.
Ooh.
He, in turn, bellows with his bumbling bellow, and all across the more out of pain than anything else, across the ceiling of the cave, the whole cave shakes and icicles fall down, basically like almost like daggers. And you need to make me a reflex save to avoid these falling icicles. DC 10.
That's no good. That ain't gonna help.
Nope, that's not gonna help. So the icicles fall on you for only 1 point of damage, but he also tries to bite you. He takes a big kind of chomp out of you. Does 12 hit?
Oh, does not hit.
Okay, so he takes a big bite and he bites nothing but air as you guys are kind of locked in combat. Now we're going to start the initiative round proper. And the Bumble has a 16, so he goes again. He bellows once again. and takes a bite at you. So make a reflex save as more icicles come raining down. And he's going to take a swing or take a bite because he doesn't have his club anymore. Saving throw fails. So you take another D4 damage, this time 2, as some icicles cut into you, and he bites you. This 14 hit.
14 hits.
It's for 2 points of damage. And it is Boss's turn. Boss, you hear battle coming from inside of that cave mouth.
All right, I'm going to head in.
Okay, you head in, and that's the scene you see. Fireball engaged with the abominable snow creature of the north.
Am I able to get close enough to touch the Bumble?
Absolutely you can.
All right, so I'm going to try my Dentalmancy spell.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
I have to
Finally.
I have to get an 18 or higher.
For something cool to happen?
Yeah, well, otherwise I'm going to help him. So I want to make sure.
I think on that spell you can choose a lower effect.
Yeah, you can. That's why if I get an 18 or higher, I can go back down to 18. Actually, no. I mean, I can. It'll all.
You can help your friend. You don't have to help him.
But I am going to burn down. How many of those candles do we have? You give me?
That's a good question.
There was 4 altogether. I rolled 2d3, and there was 4.
Okay.
So you gave me 2.
Yep.
I will burn down 2 of those candles. Can I do more than one at a time, Marzio, or is it just one at a time?
Oh no, you can burn both of them. Yeah, burn it, and then you can spell burn too. Like that's all.
Yeah.
That's all on you.
The truth is, Wizard the Winter was going to burn some of them too. So if I know I'm not up in the initiative yet, but that's what he's about. If you're interested in using them, Tim, go for it.
All right.
So you have 4.
They basically they light on their own. You're just using them. They flare up, and
cool.
You have to sit there and strike the flint and tinder.
All right. So it's
so you have 4 you could use if you want.
Total of 5 points of spell burn. Because I'm going to burn 3 of my own and then 2 of the candles.
I think you're going for spitting chiclets. Is that the one you're going for?
Yeah, I'm trying to make them.
Yeah.
1d20 plus my base spell check is 2 plus 3. So 1d20 plus 8 I'm looking at for a roll. What did I get?
Nice.
I didn't see.
25.
Oh, awesome.
I didn't see it. Why am I on the wrong? What in the world's happening?
25.
You got a 17 plus 8.
All right, so I'm gonna make his teeth fall out. So even though I get that higher one, I'm gonna go down to the 18 and make the Bumble's teeth fall out.
Okay, so you suddenly see the boss elf invoke the spell Dentalmancy, and the result spitting chiclets, and all of the Bumble's teeth immediately fall out, and he does the classic Hollywood the movie where he starts to bite on his fingers, and he looks completely freaked out, starts to bolt. He doesn't know what to do, and he's looking for an exit. He's heading to G3 there, and he doesn't want any part of this fight without his teeth, and he's on his way out of here.
Outstanding. Great job, Tim.
Great job. Finally. So, I had an entire party with that spell, and I don't know if they've never seen the cartoon. They did not use it. They chose to fight this guy to the end. Anyway.
Hermie, you came through, buddy.
Yeah. So, sure enough, in G2, you see like stalactites forms like almost like a cell, and behind it you hear Rudolph yell out, "Guys, I'm over here."
Rudolph,
we can't see where you are. Shine your nose so bright.
Yeah, he flares. Yeah, you see that annoying, and his nose flares up, and there you go. He's sitting there with Clarice and his mom and pops, and he starts talking. He's like, Boss Elf, you sure are chip off the old antlers. He's like, I was trying to escort my family home when we were ambushed by the Bumble. He's like, break down these bars for me. Get us out of here.
I'm going to charge over and try to hoof through the bars.
Okay, no problem with time, and you hoof through you give them some rear mule kicks, and you break down the frozen bars and release Rudolph's family and Rudolph.
What up?
And he's like, thank you so much. He's like, I can't believe the Bumbles come back down from beyond the polar wastes. He's like, we were almost curtains. You guys sure are chips off the old antlers. Can I do anything for you guys? As a way of thanks?
Well, SD here, you crashed our only way to get to the mountain. So could you guys maybe give us a ride?
He's like, absolutely. I'll fly you anywhere you want. So will my family. Hop on.
Fantastic. You know, in my defense, that thing had one of those German shifters. No, who makes reverse forward? Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. That's ridiculous.
Because a reindeer can't really ride a reindeer, this is probably the time for me to eat some corn so I can hang with them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you start flying around. Everyone's all looking at you like, damn, Fireball learned how to fly. Fireball. A boy left on this adventure, but a man has returned.
One-eyed man.
A one-eyed reindeer man. Okay, so sure enough, you chomp on the feed corn and you can fly for like the next 6 hours at your movement speed, no problem. And it is up.
With Rudolph, his family, and my friends riding.
Yes, you're all on the back of. You guys can fly anywhere you want on the map.
We're going to the forest, or we're going? Oh, sorry.
I was just going to ask the same question, Brendan. We had talked about seeing if Yukon was okay in the peppermint mine, but for the scry, it doesn't show anything amiss there, and we could check on him on the way back. I think that going directly after the heart of the problem is maybe the next step.
I think so. Give it everything, you know.
To the green power it is.
Should we scry it there? Should we just scry because we can do the location too, right? So,
yeah, you guys didn't scry. You guys, sorry, in case I heard you wrong. Did you say you tried to scry Yukon or no?
No.
You didn't. I don't want you to think like you did and it didn't work or whatever.
No, we should do that. Let's. I mean, there's no reason we can't do both, right?
Yeah, we also.
Yeah, you can scry whatever you want. Absolutely, it just takes a spell burn or
the Grinch, or at least the Grinch's tower. If we can't lock onto the Grinch, might also give us some valuable intel. But he has to burn abilities to do this, so we should be cautious about how many of these we're doing.
I can do it as well, right? Right? Can I? Or is it only winter?
Oh, absolutely, you can do it as well.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I think anybody can do it. Actually, you don't even need to be a spellcaster to do it.
Probably have to have hands, but.
Hands are the bare minimum of what you need.
I'm trying to hold it. I think we could try Yukon to see what his situation is, but even if he's in trouble, we go to the Grinch first, take care of the problem, and then go to the peppermint mine on the way back.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll scry Yukon and then hand the globe over to Boss Elf so he can take a look.
You burn a
Yep, I'll burn some strength on that.
Okay, you burn a point of strength, and the snowball swirls, and sure enough, you see Yukon, and he's laying. Well, let me get a picture of a good old Yukon. He's laying on his back on a rock in a dark cave with a torch, and he's in dire straits as he's fighting off a giant peppermint striped worm, which is the cover of the adventure. So that's Yukon, and he's in rough shape right now. And once again, you do the old back, and you see that he's inside his peppermint mine fighting this striped candy cane striped worm. The worm's massive, like 60 feet long, as thick as a school bus.
We have to get there right away.
We can't abandon Yukon.
No.
And presumably, if his power is growing, the Grinch isn't going anywhere. He's happy to see his terribleness descend upon the north, so we can rescue Yukon and not endanger our ability to get to the Grinch, other than just time. Right? Santa might die by the time we get there.
All right, so you guys are heading to. You let me know.
Let's go rescue Yukon.
You guys want me? Do you want me to scry the Grinch first, or scry the mountain?
Sure. Yeah. Let's get all the details. Let's get all the facts.
All right. Okay. I'm going to burn a point of stamina.
And that's a really good idea because it might give us intel that indicates one or the other is more urgent.
And do you guys want me to zoom in on the Grinch himself, or just on the mountain to see if that's where the actual spot to go?
I think the Grinch himself is the better answer. But
because it's been pulling out, right? We've been seeing the location. Exactly. Yeah, all right. So I'll scry the Grinch.
The only downside is he's a powerful being. I don't know if we can scry him. We're about to find out.
Okay, you do the same thing. You cut yourself, drop some blood on the snowball. It swirls, and you see your globe glow putrid green black, and it zeroes in on a strange pear-shaped hairy green figure. Let me show, just in case you don't know what the Grinch looks like, let me show you the Grinch, which is actually a pretty cool picture of the Grinch. And you guys should get and the Grinch does this when you see him. So he's basically in a cavern of sheer ice, and he's sitting on what looks like a raised stone dais, and his back is leaning against a great big block of ice. And within the block of ice, there's a swirling green black light. And as your camera pans out, I'll show you the map because you can actually see the map. Sorry, guys, just bear with me for a second. There's a lot of maps going on here. All right. You guys can see that?
Yep.
So sure enough, right there is where that block of ice is with the swirling light in it. And the Grinch is just kind of like lounging on that dais. H6, you see a great ramshackled sled overfull with like sacks of a big sack of like bursting with like items, a Christmas tree, there's wrapped presents, all kinds of stuff.
Stole the sleigh.
And then H5, you see a great big hound, a dog, about the size of a horse. And but this hound is different in that it is sorry, let me just find a picture of it for you because I got one. All right. The dog is a spindly looking hound with a large antler, that protrudes from the top of his skull. He's roughly the size of a horse, and his pelt hangs off his skeletal thin frame in loose folds, and his eyes shine with a demonic fury. And oh, sorry.
No good.
I'm just going to finish off what he sees here. And once again, it pans out to the map, to the Mount Crumpet proper, and you see a stone path that leads up to the H4 there where it glows green. H3 is a strange forest of blackened tree stumps that look like they've been shorn by winds. And H2 looks like it's a frozen lake. And the rest is just a stone path that leads up this it's about a 3,000 meter mountain with the summit where the cave mouth is. And then it goes black, or goes back to a snowball.
You know, it's the one thing all delivery people fear. Dogs like that.
Dogs.
No doubt.
Well, hey, Rudolph, are you willing to fly us to the Peppermint Mine and then to Mount Crumpet also?
Absolutely. Anything for you guys.
So we have the potential tactical advantage of landing right in front of the cave instead of having to deal with the stumps and the lake and whatever all that might be.
Hey, Rudolph, he was watching with you guys. He's like, absolutely, we can fly you right to there.
Do it.
So mine first, because Yukon's about to die, and then deal with the Grinch.
Okay, you guys head over. You guys soar out there, and Rudolph and his family deliver you straight to the Peppermint Mine. Wow, this is the first thing on. All right. So you go Peppermint Mine. Once again, there's a sign that says Yukon's Peppermint Mine on the front. I take it you guys are going in or not? Or
Oh yeah.
Okay, you guys go in.
Well, on the way in, guys, I'm pretty beat up too. I have 5 hit points left. If you won't mind me, I'll take a swig of that healing potion.
Please do.
You know what? Sorry guys, give me a D20 roll again in case you might find something as you fly over it that might be of interest to you.
20.
20? Oh. Okay.
Sorry,
No, it was just one I needed. So no, you don't see anything interesting, and you make it to the mine. You guys, and sorry, go ahead, Tim, whatever you want to do with your healing.
Oh yeah, so you said it's D6 healing? Right,
Yes.
if I take a swig?
There's 4 swigs in there. You could do 2 of them if you need them.
Yeah. I'll take one first to see. As long as I might want to take another one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. At least that will maybe keep me up from I won't get one shot at it at least.
Right. And even though the penalty for missing an eye is sucking a little bit, it's not that big a deal, and I still have 20 hit points.
Okay, yeah. We'll save it just in case, but that's good for now.
Cool. It looks like at the entrance to the Peppermint Mine, there's a stairway or ladder that leads downward. Let's have SD take a look first.
You got it. All right, I will go over there and check that stairway out. Just make sure there aren't any, because I could see him like trying to protect his mind with some kind of a trap or something like that. So.
Okay. As you make your way there, you notice that this entire mine is obviously hewn from solid rock, and it's a series of the mine progressively gets deeper by a series of like ledges and ladders. But you do notice something: the veins that run along the peppermint mine. There's not a single morsel of peppermint left. Only a sticky, foul-smelling substance can be found in its place. So, like almost like the slime from Ghostbusters, where the peppermint used to be running through this mine.
Wow. He hit a vein of ecto cooler. Not cool.
Where's all the peppermint?
What could have happened? All right. Well, with an 11, did I find any traps?
No, that's what I'm saying. You didn't find any traps,
Okay.
and you did find that evidence that the peppermint. There's no peppermint anywhere in this mine.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and sneak down.
Okay.
Quiet as I can.
Okay. Yeah, you sneak all the way down to where it says C3.
Mm-hmm.
In C3, you notice. Let me show it to you. A bunch of mining equipment. There's heaps of mining equipment rest by a rickety-looking ladder that descends down into another tier of the mine. So this equipment, there's pickaxe, shovels, lanterns, and 2 great big barrels of oil. Like basically look like beer kegs worth of oil.
Okay. I'll wave everyone down.
Okay. Everybody comes down. You also notice at C2 on the map, there's a sign. Actually the mine is cordoned off with like a wooden barricade, and nailed to the barricade is a big sign that says "Danger, do not enter."
All right.
And
Can we just listen?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, you
go
say
ahead.
it.
I was like, can we just listen and see if we hear a fight going on?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to mention that. As you guys were kind of like heading around the mining equipment in there, you hear from down below somebody yell "Yahoo!" and you see the flare of another torch go up. Evidently, one of his torches must have went out, and you see Yukon on C4, and you see him fighting off a great gargantuan striped worm, and he's yelling, "Eat my peppermint, will ye, you overstuffed slithering sweet tooth slug!" And he's he's doing battle with the worm down there. What do you guys want to do?
Let's head down that way. Say, Fireball, any chance I can get you to fly over and drop me on that thing?
Yeah. Let's go. Get on.
All right. I hop on his back. I am going to go for an aerial sneak attack. I'm going to try to jump down on top of this thing and try to, see how I do.
Give me an attack roll as you fly. This thing's intent on peppermint and Yukon, and the fact that you're not even walking, you're flying. He's never going to hear you. So go ahead and make an attack as you get dropped right on the back of this 50 or 60 foot worm.
All right, here it comes with the backstab.
With my jingle bell harness at home, so we're totally
right. So that hits armor class 20.
Yeah, that'll do.
Damage is only 2, but it's a crit number 12 on quick table 2.
You want me to look it up for you there? I got it.
Yeah, if you don't
crit
mind.
Table 2, 12. Savage Strike. Foe must make a DC fort save 10 versus your level, or faint from the pain. Here we go. So you're level 2, DC 12 fort save. This thing is pretty fortitude filled, but we'll see what happens.
I mean, well, hold on here. Could I spend some luck on that crit check?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Yeah.
Yeah, man. let's just, what the heck? I have seen the silver fox.
Heck yeah, you did.
Are you talking about Tim? Or you mean? Oh, you meant the. Never mind.
Both increase your luck.
All right.
Amen.
So I'm gonna spend 2 dice. So, well, what happened? Oh,
Yeah.
You can roll it in real life if you got it. Whatever's easier.
so that'll be a 20 on that crit check.
Okay, so now it moves from you slash this thing in the throat as you drop down. You inflict an extra 2d6 damage with the strike, and it must make a fort save of DC 15 or die in 1d4 rounds. Damn!
Yeah,
roll your 2d6 extra damage. And I'll
9
add
extra
it.
points.
9 extra points, so that's 11 total from this guy. And he has to roll DC 15 fort save or die in 1d4 rounds. Here we go, people. Oh, you want to roll that d4 there, Brendan?
You got it, my friend.
3 rounds. This thing starts thrashing about on the ground there, but sure enough, it's gonna want to attack you, Brendan. If everybody wants to roll initiative, we can do that rather than you have to fight it alone because you're down there with it.
Yeah.
That makes sense for everybody.
In the process of dropping him over the top, I'm gonna turn and prepare.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
for sure.
I don't know that crit was going to be that brutal, so I'm ready to go into.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody, give me an initiative roll. Boss elf.
4.
4. Fireball.
16.
16.
Nice.
Winter.
6. A big 6.
6. And SD.
11.
11. Okay. So
No, sorry, wrong thing. It's 8. My bad. 8.
8. No, all good. Fireball. Conveniently, you are first. You dropped off SD, and now you're ready for your attack.
All right, I wheel about in the air, kind of coming back down toward it, and I'm prepared to charge it when I see that it's spewing peppermint blood everywhere. So in the interest of trying to save Yukon any more damage, I'm going to try to scoop him up with antler.
Nice.
And just drag him out of the way.
Okay, you can totally do that without even a roll. You swoop down and Yukon hops on your back. Is that what you want to do and take him away, or just kind of get in front of him?
No, take him away.
Okay,
Yeah,
you take he kind of in the classic maneuver hops right onto your back and you're back off into the air in one sweet move. That being said, the sweet tooth worm reels and tries to bite our friend SD.
I got karate for it.
Karate is the answer. 21 for 8 points of damage.
Ooh.
He has a special with an attack because he rolled a 20 run, right? Let's see what happens. SD. So this is round 2, correct? From
it's round 2. Yep.
Yeah. So sorry guys, who wrote this thing? Here we go. What's it do? Oh, nothing. That doesn't do anything. Sorry. I thought it did something special when it bites you. No, it just bite you for 8. So it takes its teeth are like capable of grinding stone. They're great big flat molars, as you see in the photo of this thing. We are at number 8. SD, your turn. It took a big hunk out of you, or kind of like more bludgeoning as it's trying to gnaw you with its flat molars.
And if I run, he'll get a free shot on me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I am going to. What am I going to do? But you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to dance.
You're going to dance?
My guy is a really good dancer.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do I'm going to do like this really eclectic leaping, diving about dance to make it harder for him to hit me next round. I'm like,
Okay, but you can do that dance with your move action and still strike.
Oh, I can? Oh,
Yeah.
all right, cool. I will do that, and I will take a swing.
Like you can hit him and then break into dance for next round, kind of thing.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Here
Yeah.
it goes. Boom. Gets
that
the
hits.
dagger.
That hits.
Whoop-ah!
Okay, you strike him for 4. Cut into the sweet blood that leaks out.
I'm
of
like, long live the fighter!
and then Twinkle Toes, you start dancing around majestically, and that gives you all kinds of bonuses, right?
Sorry, I messed something up there.
It's all good. I'll let you know when he tries to bite you. You can let me know what it is.
Yeah, bet.
Winter, you see all of a sudden SD break into a marvelous dance after he took some big damage on this thing. He beat this thing down pretty good.
Yeah. So the short circuited wand, I know it can create some blue sparks. That's its only effect, right?
Well, you know that it's broken. If you could somehow fix it, it fires an electrical, almost lightning bolt like charge.
I see.
You also know that if you want to use it, you have to roll a d20 plus luck, and if you hit a 20, it'll fire. Or you can fix it. If you fix it, then it'll fire whenever you want.
Cool. Sounds good. So fixing it is not a right now type of situation, though.
Yeah.
I bet I could fix it.
All right. Well, that makes sense. We'll do that when we're done here. I think in this case, though, just to make sure, I mean, it looks like it's on its last leg. Not that it has legs, but I think that my dazzling light display could be just the thing to make sure that it takes its attention away from any of the party members and potentially also blinds it for the rest of its time here.
All right.
Could be a benefit. So I think in this case, it's a spell check. So I'm going to roll that. Oh yeah, 19.
So basically it has to roll
spell I say it will save versus the spell
save.
check.
Unfortunately, the worm has no eyes. The worm doesn't see. You make an incredibly beautiful light display in the cavern, but the worm is a subterranean creature with sans eyes, and it would have worked great on a creature with eyes, but
fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. It's something that you didn't really strike you at first, that it has no eyes. Boss elf.
Part of me wants to attack it just by licking it, but I think I'm going to magic missile it.
Licking it's the secret. No. A little aside, it never looked like this. That's the artist. Oh my god, why do I forget? Stephen.
Yeah, Stefan. Yep.
He made it into looking like a candy cane, so I immediately altered the adventure to make it look like a candy cane.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
It was just supposed to be a multicolored worm.
Lost failure. Oh well.
Okay. You want to do anything with that? No.
No, I'll wait. I'm better off just spell burning to get it back later.
Back up to the top. You have successfully dropped the fireball. You have successfully dropped Rudolph. I'm sorry, Yukon off on the side ledge there, and you can return to attack if you like.
Yeah, I'll charge it.
Okay, you charge it in a flying charge.
Two. I clicked it, I swear. Come on, machine.
Yeah,
there
sometimes. I don't know. I'm not on the same thing. Oh, yeah, you hit it. Oh, sure enough. So you give it you come, all of a sudden you guys see Fireball. You see everything because the magical lights in the cave now. Fireball, almost like he's disco fever with all the strobe lights going off around him, comes flying in with his antlers and gores this thing in the back, opening the wound that SD had opened on it earlier, making it even greater. And all kinds of sickly, sweet blood pours out of this worm as it goes limp, dead on the cavern floor. And let me find what
for the deep dive, I land on top of it as it collapses and stand there triumphantly.
God. Like a punctured bladder, it leaks out while you stand on top of it triumphantly in all your majesty with the fancy Christmas lights
going off. You know?
Oh, yeah. And Yukon of Cornelius, where is he? Where's my boy Yukon?
I say it absolutely positively had to die overnight.
That was terrible, dude.
Sorry, guys, trying to find something here. Oh no, my maps have failed me. I might have to resort to the book. Who resorts to the book these days? Great, bouncing icebergs. You came just at the right time. I don't think I could have kept that greedy peppermint munching maggot from my mind any longer. Here, guys, take this as a token of my appreciation. It has served me well in the past. And he hands you his magical greatest prospector of the North pickaxe. This is what he hands you. And he's like, he's like, I'm pretty sure there's more of these squirmy, sweet tooth salamanders around here. He's like, but I'll got them now. They caught me unawares. He's like, I thank you so much for helping me. But I'm sure you got more pressing business to do as there's a show that starts at 6.
All right, well, let's
Do you want anyone else want that, or can I hold on to that pick?
by all means, dude, hang on to it.
Go for it.
So,
I got no hands, so it's all you.
Yeah. All right.
okay, you guys, I take it, hop on Rudolph's and friends back and take it to the
Yeah,
Mount
the
Crumpet?
ice fire. Yeah, Mount Crumpet.
Give me
That's
one
good.
last roll. Let's just see if you find something cool on the way. What magic is in this adventure? Let's find out.
I can roll.
Yeah,
Anyone else?
D20. Anybody rolls a D20.
D20.
Perfect. Now roll me a D14.
No, that's
Fair
silver
enough.
fox. Get a 13.
13's off the board. There's only one silver fox.
All right. Well, I did roll a 13. So re-roll.
Yes.
Okay. 2.
2. Where am I? Oh, I'll find it on here.
Mhm.
Actually, you know what? Let's do this.
As you're
Since you
looking,
rolled the
winter.
one, which was awesome. You
Okay.
guys come upon. Oh, I should do this, but I'm not. A steamy ice oasis down there. You stumble upon a vernal oasis amongst the frigid plains. Warm steam coils about shrubs and thick-petaled plants, and a bubbling pool of sky blue water. That's what you see as you pass over.
Huh.
Hmm.
All right.
Looks
Ooh,
like we
my
should
aching bones might feel good in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Want to
You
drop
guys can-
down, give it a quick.
Yeah, you guys hop down and give it a quick once over, and anybody who wants to soak their bones for a little bit, a little hot bath break, gets 2 HD worth of hit points back.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
Soothing mineral-rich waters
Mm-hmm.
heal your troubled bodies.
Sounds great. You guys are going to see something you never wanted to see, which is Winter without his robes.
Oh,
Whoa!
dear. This is the most foolish Christmas adventure ever.
I guess it's cold in here because
It's cold, I swear.
I swear it's cold.
My name is Winter. I'm always cold.
Okay, guys, so you guys do this quick little heal here.
yeah,
Feel rejuvenated, and you head over to Mount Crumpet, I take it, correct?
Mhm.
You guys want to fly right up to the top?
I
I
think so.
don't want to fly right up to the top just because I want to play this, but we also have 30 minutes. So maybe we
Yeah,
should.
I know. I apologize if I'm
No, this has been
seemingly
amazing.
strong-handed as a judge right now, but
Mhm.
time presses.
3 hours, man. You have to. And it's still fun. This is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Good.
all good, man. Actually, this is probably the way it should go anyway. But anyway, so as you guys approach, you see the mouth of the glowing green. Oh, let me show you the picture because I got pictures, 117 of them, that I made perfectly for you guys for this game because I don't want to be an
Thank you for all
unwashed.
your efforts.
I've
It's really
watched
been
your
amazing.
previous shows, and I'm not saying you're unwashed barbarians without photos, but I am saying it. So
I'll take
here's no. I love either way. I had this made actually for play testing, so I kind of did a little extra, and here it is. So you're at Bleak Peak. Did I show you it already? No, I did. So there's the
You see
Grinch's,
it.
the bleak peak. Through the blistering fog as you approach, and the swirl, it's really putrid, this sour, sweet wind here. You see a cave mouth that cuts the opening in the side of the mountain like a wound, and a pallid green light spills forth, casting everything in its sickly pallor. And you see treading in the front of this cave is none other than Max, the demon dog. He's at the front of the cave, kind of walking around.
Let's kill the heck out of that dog.
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are hardcore. Poor dog.
We could try to trick him away. Maybe like get him to fetch a stick or something, chase it down the mountain.
Mm.
Who has a stick?
I can summon an animal for him to chase. Maybe.
Ooh, good call. A cat.
Well, whatever his die roll gets us, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna summon a saber-toothed lion by accident.
Well, that'd be okay too, as long as it.
Oh, sure would. Yeah.
Yeah, do it up, man.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That's fun.
18, which is gonna
nice.
be probably like 2 hit dice, but we'll see. Animal summoning. There we go. Up to 2 hit dice, or 2 animals of 1 hit dice are left. So how about I do 2 just in case he catches it right away? Yeah, I'll do like maybe like 2 rabbits or something like that, or something for him to chase down.
Something native to the north, like snow hares.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna make 2 rabbits. I just need to know how long this spell lasts.
Oh, it's gonna last 2 hours.
2 hours. So you make 2 rabbits. Suddenly, Max, starving as he is in his skeletal frame, because the Grinch doesn't feed him, spots the 2 rabbits, and you make the rabbits go down the hill.
Yeah.
I take it. And Max, he's gone. He's after these rabbits like it's a greyhound race in Florida. And he's after these rabbits. He's gone, and you hear him barking and howling down the whole path as he.
Well, I hope those rabbits make it.
Good luck catching a rabbit. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. So Max is gone and chasing down the rabbits. And you guys are at the mouth of the cave. Rudolph drops you off at the mouth of the cave and is like, "Guys, I would love to stay, but no one wrote me any stats, so I'm gonna go try. I'm gonna go fly my family back home." And he takes off. Good luck, and kind of screws off.
You'll go down in history.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. And here we are at the mouth of the cave.
Cool. In the meantime, while Boss Elf was taking care of that, Winter puts his glasses back on sheepishly as to make sure he can see the next foe, whether or not they have eyes. In addition, he's going to cast Mending on that rod to make sure it's a viable on the short-circuited wand.
Yes.
So hopefully get that thing back in order for next time.
Okay. It's all coming together now.
I think it is. Oh yeah. That's
oh
a
yeah.
20.
Sure enough, you cast that spell and the rod mends itself, and now you have a magical rod. Did it have the stats when I sent it to you, or no? It didn't.
I don't think so, but that's okay.
No, I'll tell you exactly what it does. I got it
Cool.
right here real quick. Under items, short-circuited wand. So just to let you know, this thing fires at 100-foot distance, 3d6 electrical damage. And they need a reflex save of 10. So just jot that down to save for half. And it has 10 charges.
Nice.
Okay, so that's what your thing does. Now you're at the mouth of the cave. And
onward.
Let's head in.
Okay, you head into the cave. Oh dear.
Is it worth trying to sneak here? I don't know if the traps. I guess if Max was standing here, there probably isn't any traps because otherwise the dog would trigger them. But
I'm happy to take a look.
Okay.
All right. I will go ahead and take a minute and see if I can find any
Traps.
Yeah, any traps. Sorry. 14.
14. Absolutely. You find right where, just beyond where it says H5. Do I even have you guys on this map?
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yep.
yeah, I do. Just beyond where it says H5, you see a great big, you notice carved in, because the ground here is solid ice. You see a little trace of what is a 20 by 20 foot pit trap that you can now easily avoid.
Great call.
With
Goodness.
your roll of DC 14, and peering into the pit trap, you see that it falls what looks like through the entire, like through the cracks of the trap. As you investigate, you see that it plummets probably the entire length of the mountain back to the beginning.
Nice.
So good, but you can easily go around it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, let's do that. And all of a sudden, yes, now sneaking, now looking for more traps.
Okay.
Uh,
Sneak roll.
all right, I will be up ahead of everybody a little bit.
Sneak. Oh, you're a sneaky snook.
Mhm.
Sure enough, you see that ramshackle sleigh full of all kinds of stuff. Everything from roller skates, bicycle, popcorns, and drums to tricycles, pop guns, who pudding, and plums. There's even a fully cooked Who's Feast and the last can of Who Hash and a rare roast beast. There's my rhyme for the day. That's what you see. And you also see this. Up ahead looms a stone dais, and with that, a block of ice. And within that block of ice is a queer, strange, glowing, shimmering light that pulses and churns with a ghastly green glow. And despite your high roll, you see the Grinch. Did I show you the picture?
Yes.
The Grinch peers over and kind of gives you a little friendly wave as and he spots you. He knows who's in his cave.
Uh-oh.
He rhymed again.
Yeah, I'm going to rhyme again too, man, because I'm a rhyming fool. So I take it all you guys come out to this guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, so as you approach the encased stone, the Grinch, covered in sickly green fur, he smiles at you with a crooked, termite-filled grin, and he rhymes. He says, "You've come to save Christmas, but it's far too late. It won't matter. There will be no Christmas this year or any year hereafter." And he rolls for initiative. All right.
What,
And just in
what
case
rhymes
you
with
forgot.
initiative?
What initiative? I don't know. No, now you're asking too much. Rhyming with initiative? Let me make a new thing.
Look at that.
Boss. Fireball. And the Grinch. Okay. Boss Elf, go. What's your what's your initiative?
I'm 16.
16. Fireball.
11.
11. SD.
18.
18. Winter.
14.
14. SD, you got the jump. You're the one in the cave. It all makes sense. The rolls work.
Yep.
Um,
I'm gonna fire that crossbow at him.
hell yeah.
Did that? I don't know how I look it back up. Did I have any bonus to hit innate to it, or is it just?
Yeah, it's +2. It's a +2 magical item, I think.
Ooh.
All right.
And if not, it is now. So
Is a +1.
So I got a 23 with that.
heck yeah. Okay, so that hits. You fire a bolt, 23.
You just
Okay.
missed the. It's
Yeah,
a
you just-
crit range 19 to 20, right?
Yeah. You fire the bolt and you hit it for how much damage does that thing do? A D6 plus 1, I think.
Yep. 3
Okay.
points.
The bolt strikes the Grinch, and as it does, you notice encased in that ice, the swirling light shrinks a little smaller and gets a little darker once your bolt hits the Grinch. And it is 16. Boss Elf, your turn.
Whoa, wait, that's like he stole that light, right? Or is that the evil light?
Well, it's not the evil light's still in, like the Yule light is still in town.
Okay,
This
okay,
is
okay.
something glowing. You could say it's almost like there's a battle going on in there, black and white. And when you hit it, it got shrunk down a little bit black, and it got a little bit smaller in that ice. Boss elf.
You saying it's encased in ice, eh?
Yes.
I'm going to charge it with the pickaxe and smack it.
Okay.
All right.
We have to get it to be 2 sizes too small.
All right. I haven't added the thing in. I'll just use my club attack and just realize it's a +2 on top of this.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I can put it right in. Submit to.
Okay.
Oh, I got 9.
Yeah, but this is a magic. This is your pickaxe, which is like triple damage on ice, right?
Yeah.
It's a prospect. So you see Boss Elf come screaming out of the mouth of the tunnel and slam this pickaxe into the block of ice, and the ice completely cracks, revealing what looks very similar to the Yule light that sits atop your tree, only much smaller and more dark and black than the one. It kind of clatters to the ground, and it is Winter's turn.
Oh, I think it might be time to try out that wand and see how that electricity works on our friend the Grinch. Is there an attack roll with that one? Is it a spell?
Oh, it's just a straight DC. What did I tell you? The DC save on
DC was 10 to
10
save
reflex.
for half. Yeah,
Okay,
reflex, correct.
So you fire out a bolt of blue. It's not really a lightning bolt. It's less damage than that, but it looks like a mini lightning bolt.
Mhm.
And he's got to make a save. 15, so he saves. But you roll your damage, and I'll.
Sounds good.
Troy Tucker's getting bloodthirsty. He wants us to stab the Grinch to death. Says, stick him with your blades.
Stick him with your steely knives. Kill the beast.
So I rolled a 9. So if you're rolling,
Okay, so after that, we'll give you a 5 because we're nice.
Oh, you are
math
nice.
for me. Okay, so a bolt of lightning strikes out and strikes the Grinch in the chest. And now it is Fireball's turn. Oh, when that happens, you see once again that strange item that was freed from the block of ice get a little darker and shrink a little smaller.
Nice.
But there's still a pulsing white light within it as well.
Okay. I don't. I'm too stupid to connect the dots that might be in some way related to his life force or to the evil. So I'm just going to charge the green guy. He's the immediate threat. I come running in there. -2 for being half blind. Maybe. Try once more. If it accidentally rolls twice, I'll take.
You can roll. Are you using your character sheet? You can press the weapon and it'll roll.
I did.
Oh, it's just not doing it. Okay,
Yeah, it's
just delayed.
Yeah. I've submitted it twice, so I'll take the first.
Oh, there it is. Antlers, armor class 5, damage 3.
No, that's too much luck to burn. So I go flying past him.
Okay.
I try to antler him, in the side. I was going to throw him toward
Okay.
the wall or the block of ice, where the block of ice used to be.
Yeah.
Failing to do that, however, though, I fly by him way too fast and skid my hooves into the ice and come sliding to a stop 10 feet beyond him.
Okay. Yeah, you come sliding to a stop just 10 feet behind him. You miss him, but being that you're the closest to him and only 10 feet behind him, stunk. You are overwhelmed by the odor of the Grinch, which smells of unwashed socks and garlic. Give me a DC 8 fort save, please. As you can't. This thing reeks.
I'm good with the garlic. It's just the
The socks and the garlics doesn't match.
That ain't gonna do it.
4. That ain't gonna do it. So you are 1 die down penalty on your attacks and saving throws until you get fresh air from you got a big whiff of the stunk of the Grinch. Now it's the Grinch's turn. The Grinch is going to enact his ability Seasick Crocodile. And you suddenly see the Grinch's head transform into a giant crocodile mouth. He gets a great big crocodile head, and he takes a super crocodile bite attack, which is going to be almost like his whip. I'm gonna have to roll it off screen because I didn't give it a button. Sorry, guys. It's plus D4, and he's taking a strike at you, boss, who broke the ice. Does a 16 hit?
It does, I believe. Let me see. Yes, it does.
It does. So, sorry, guys. I'm just gonna roll off here because it's a lot easier for me right now. Oh, for 4 points of damage as his crocodile mouth strikes down and bites onto you.
You disgusting, vile creature!
And it's back up to SD's turn.
Guys, I'm going to go for a Hail Mary. All right. I am going to try to defeat it with the power of Christmas. Like I stand there, I walk up to it, and I just say, it's time for your darkness to go away. Silent night, holy night, all is, and I go on like that.
Okay. The Grinch pauses, completely cocks his head to the side, and you see what starts to be a smile creep on his face just slightly, and then it stops. But you do notice that with your singing, that light that was black on the starts to glow just a little bit more bright, and it starts to swell in size. And it is boss's turn.
So does it seem like whatever this is encased in, I could break it, or does it seem
It's
more
already out.
ethereal? No, but I mean like whatever's holding this light back.
No, you notice it looks, if anything, strangely, now that it grew a little bit, it looks like a heart, a shape like a heart, like a strawberry shape, no different than the one that's atop the tree in Christmastown, only much smaller, but one size bigger.
I'm going to give the Grinch a hug.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, you as you go to give the Grinch a hug, you remember Santa's words saying the true spirit of Christmas lies within you. And you give him a hug, and once again he pauses and he smiles barely, and the light glows just a little bit brighter, and the item gets a little bit bigger, but he's cuddly as a cactus. So you need to make me a DC 8 reflex save when you hug him. 11. You pass, so you do not get prickled by his prickly green fur, and it is Winter's turn.
Well, Winter is moved by everything he's seen today. The actions of his other party members, especially the brave reindeer, who has shown him that even people who don't look human can be as human as any of us, maybe even more so. God. So he's gonna. I mean, this beautiful music is being sung. I think it's time for the dazzling lights to take a different kind of effect, almost a multicolored kind of a Christmas twinkling all around this awful cave, kind of maybe set to the tune, so they blink in time with the music that's being sung. So it's time for dazzling lights.
Dazzling lights. Winter throws up his arms and linked right to the music like a terrible driveway display at Christmas time. The music, the lights flash to this beautiful singing of SD, who chose to sing rather than dance this time, but it worked. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, the Grinch can't help but gain a great big grin, and the strange gemstone heart grows another size and starts and glows radiant with radiant golden light, dispelling all the green sickly pallor that was in this room. And the Grinch, with a great big shit-eating grin, kind of falls down into a nice peaceful slumber and basically passes out and goes to bed once again. And
we murder him while he sleeps.
Yeah, oh yeah. You stick him with your steely knives. You do not murder him while he's sleeping.
No,
I will finish this up. You guys take the new. It looks exactly like the Yule light of old. Allow me to do this because we're running out of time. You guys head back to Christmas time. Put it on the tree. The old one's old. The new one's there. It's a perfect replica. You once again bring peace and joy across the land. No longer does the sour, sweet winds blow. No longer is the gloom-tinted sky threatening, but a radiant peace shines from the lofty pine of old once again into the night sky and the hearts of all mankind. And with the holidays saved and Santa once again making his rounds, the people of Christmas Town gather around you and they shout out in glee, "You are the heroes who saved Christmas." Finish it for me. You will all go down in
history.
Story. There you go, guys.
Yay, Marzio!
We fit it.
Yeah,
We fit it.
Marzio.
Exactly.
Good job,
552, man.
Cha-ching. Yep.
552.
Oh, that's
All right, guys.
fantastic, Marzio.
We kind of sped it up at the end. I apologize. What are you going to do?
No, it's awesome.
It was fun, man.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
That was a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. And if you're watching, if you happen to be watching this later on YouTube, please like and subscribe and hit the little bell and all those great things. And keep tuning in for more Game Therapy 1000 Worlds. We're going to do more fun adventures in the New Year's. And Marzio?
Yeah, I want to say something. First of all, I want to thank all you guys for playing. Anybody who's watching. I'm going to go back. I'm going to look at the chat. I'm going to find the best chat I like or whatever, and I'm going to get in contact with you, and I'm going to send you a copy of the adventure. How about that?
There you go.
If you already have it, I'll send you a copy of something else that I have, or hopefully something. I'll send you
Death
something.
Slaves of Christmas Town.
Freaking Death Slaves of Christmas Town. One of my other uplifting titles. This is great, man, and I can't wait for my kids are going to watch this. And what a doom as I'm on their Twitch channel. Daddy's on Twitch. Their lives are ruined. I can't wait.
The nightmare before
If I
Christmas.
could just be on Fortnite, it'd be over. But anyway, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. I had a lot of fun.
Great time.
We got to do this in real life one day.
Oh,
Yeah.
soon.
Yes.
Soon.
Oh, let me take off my Clark Kent decides. Once again, I'm Superman. There we go.
All right, and for you guys that are watching, just right after we're done, we're going to be starting the DCC holiday special with Judge Jeff and Judge Haley, and it's going to be going for a while. And someone made a joke about having an animated character show up that everyone loves because of the way they look, and they end up sucking, right? And making a reference to Boba Fett during the holiday special. And I just read that Jeremy Bullock died. So, like, the actual actor who played Boba Fett just passed away today. So it's kind of like a weird serendipity thing going on here. I don't know. But yeah, stick around.
R.I.P.
And Brendan, we're going to do some little breathing on the way out.
Yeah, we have a tradition here. And I like to keep it up today for Game Therapy. Everyone, please do this with me. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. In with the gaming. Out with the bullcrap. In with the gaming. Out with the bullcrap. Hey, happy holidays, everybody, and all best wishes for a wonderful 2022. God, I'm old. I'm so old.
Holy shit. I'm going to go get my yoga pants. Where's my Lululemon pants?
All right, y'all. See you guys later.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Yes.
Take care.
See ya.